Morning Nation, we are watching this with you. If it starts with clown cops, it ends in chaos.
We got cops dressed as clowns, and yesterday we talked about what happens when you swallow cum.
We are 10 seconds in, and HR just fainted.
Just saying, that's the kind of content you might find on the show. So before you leave,
He is doing the warning twice because he knows you are weak.
if you're offended, good. Then we're doing our job.
That is customer service with a slap.
We'd like to remind you that you are now 8 hours and 33 minutes behind
He just roasted you with a stopwatch. That is professional disrespect.
the guy who's been getting up without hitting the snooze button since January 1st.
January 1st streak people do not blink. They recharge in silence.
If you've been getting up, you're 503 minutes ahead of the dude
503 minutes is crazy. That is alarm clock domination.
that has been clicking that snooze button. True mother stories.
That is how you know the facts are shaky and the confidence is loud.
And hey, some guy, $200 scheme that almost stole $1 billion
That is broke ambition with billionaire delusion. Pick a lane.
from a New York hotel. Do you guys still argue about the small stuff?
Yes, we call it communication, so it sounds mature.
To all my husbands out there, do you just sit down with your wife and argue about all the little shit?
Couples will debate toothpaste like it is a hostage negotiation.
It's like, at what point we're like, what's the point? Not moving life forward.
You can win the fight and still lose the damn year.
You know that moment where you're like, you're just in the thick of it.
Thick of it is when you start arguing like you are auditioning for a courtroom.
Like you're just actually, absolutely, unequivocally in the thick of it.
You said it like a hostage statement. That is how you know it is real.
The moment we have something figured out,
The universe hears that sentence and loads a fresh problem like, surprise, bitch.
yeah, the moment it changes. You're like, what? Well, so, we're living in a world of adaptive moving workflows
Translation, you finally get stable and reality hits refresh.
that are constantly evolving. And, we built workflows, we're building this business, and it got to a point yesterday where it was like, okay, great. And then a new tool gets released.
New tool means new hype, then new stress, then you hate your laptop.
And like, oh, so what's that going to do for us? And then it just increases your workflow and your productivity.
Productivity is a scam. It just means more tasks and less joy.
You have to be willing to constantly learn. Because the moment you think that you have this workflow figured out, think back to using Microsoft Word or Excel.
Nothing humbles a man like realizing he only knows 4 buttons in Excel.
Okay, know how to use Microsoft Word. Great. Awesome. But then imagine 2 weeks later, it's a brand new version.
Updates are gaslighting with a progress bar.
Like, well, fuck, I just learned that one. Well, that's the world we're living in right now. So kudos to the Mornings in the Lab team for constantly adapting and, most importantly, embracing the gray, embracing the ambiguity around the lines, because that ambiguity is what moves us to credibility.
You got to tell him, hey, let's get back to the fucking beginning.
He is about to fight the camera like it owes him money.
Because the close-up of my face didn't look like me anymore.
Imagine getting betrayed by your own pixels. That is personal.
I woke up and I was like, I'm going to get 500 bodyweight squats
500 squats before breakfast is villain origin energy.
before the show starts. And fuck me, dude. For the first time, I bobbled an open of a bottle.
The universe said, sit down, superhero. Not today.
But I got just a few fucking drops out because this shit is dying.
That's why I struggled growing up, because, you were mama's boy. I certainly was closer to mama's boy than my dad's boy.
That honesty is rare. Most dudes would rather bench press than say that out loud.
Right?
Yeah, because I don't know when it was. When I started taking interest in girls, I don't remember. Maybe when girls started taking interest in me and it made a difference. I don't know. But what I do remember is this. That's why I'm a water person.
He said water person like it is a zodiac sign.
So I would take the fucking family boat about 2 miles upstream
Bro commuted by boat. That is main character behavior with wet shoes.
to work at a fucking marina. Anyway, it's really interesting too. One of the only fucking rivers that runs south to north. Yeah. Does your couch overview the river? Oh, I can't spend the night then. Thank you for the opportunity. I'll sleep in my car.
That is pride and trauma sharing the steering wheel.
Then from there, I went to the San Francisco Bay, and I've never come off the fucking water. Well, if you think about this, man, from the beginning of time, has never left the fucking water. It's only when technology came around that we fucking moved away from water. If you went far enough back, we would be fucking idiots to move 15 miles away from the water and actually build a place to stay.
There's only 51 of these birds left on the planet.
51 is terrifying. That is not rare. That is almost extinct.
51, Johnny, just 51. Not 5,951. 41-year-old dude, getting ready for a date night with his wife, walked from his closet to his bathroom. Numbing sensation shoots down his left leg like electric jolt. Then darkness passed right out.
That is not a story, that is a siren. Your body does not send cute warnings.
Covered in his own blood. So the point of this was, don't wait.
Don't wait is the whole message. Stop negotiating with tomorrow.
And I think too often we as men and humans, we think that it'll figure itself out. In this situation, he's like, no, don't wait to take action. You might be waiting on something that needs to get after right now.
Like if you're in a fucking car wreck, there's too much damage for it to fix itself.
Facts. Some problems need help, not hope.
You need help for that. Like a big fucking bike with a little fucking dude.
That visual is hilarious. It is like a toddler driving a tank.
And for guys that have never rode like a big fucking machine like that, I remember when I was probably 25, so I was a strong fucking dude. And I had a lot of experience, enough experience riding like the 600, size street bike, like CBRs and shit like that, which are fucking unbelievably fast. Right?
Yes.
But a buddy of mine, he had this, it was a Ninja, it was 1100.
An 1100 is not a bike. It is a consequence with handlebars.
Okay.
Like fucking almost twice the size.
Dude.
Well, I mean, not twice that you look at it, but just heavier, more powerful. And he told me, he said, look, dude, just understand, you go into a corner, it's much harder to put this thing down to ride than you're used to those smaller bikes. It just, trust me. And of course, I didn't fucking trust him, dude.
Men hear advice and respond with, watch this. Famous last words.
I went fucking into a corner and I almost didn't keep on the fucking road.
That is your ego writing checks your tires cannot cash.
The worst part is you think you know.
Yes.
And that's the fucking problem. Like,
yes.
I believed I understood.
Yes.
And I had no fucking idea how to calibrate the weight and the power of it. For the record, your motorcycles scare me too. That's part of what gets you fucking fired up to go on them.
Over 30% of them weren't even real. Right. So it just continues to perpetuate how much is not real out there. And folks get caught up in this, oh my God, she's everywhere. She's ubiquitous. This consensus of Nikki's messages everywhere. Well, yeah, because it's being amplified by fakery.
But it's like people are fucking sheep. It's unbelievable.
But my buddies, years ago, I said, fuck, let's do this. Let's all stand here and let's create a pretend line.
A fake line is a human magnet. We will queue for nothing and call it purpose.
Like we're waiting for something. Sure enough, motherfuckers, sure enough, people started showing up in the parking lot going, what are you guys waiting for? Oh, we can't tell you. And next thing you know, people started waiting. This guest who spent 20 years as a sales director before the family business collapsed, leaving her mopping floors at a tennis club just to keep the lights on. Most people would hide that story. Nah, not Sarah. She turned it into a masterclass on starting over. I was sitting here watching you in the green room, watching Keith and John talk and smile and wonder, what am I into? And then I saw Sophia introduce you and I saw the smile creeping faster. And you're thinking to yourself, what the hell have I actually gotten myself into? Welcome to the show.
Pretty much.
You had a great job, great career, and all of a sudden you lost it all. Gone. Boom.
By the time that the company closed its doors, I had companies paying to come on the show. There would be periods through the day where, I'd be on the couch crying, but then I'd get back to doing some work and trying to find a job, and it's just part of the human experience.
That is the truth. You cry, then you keep moving. No magic.
Most people who are in supply chain don't actually realize they're in supply chain.
Yes.
Right?
Well, until 2019, 2020, when the world realized, oh, supply chain's important. I can't get the screw because it's stuck over in Taiwan because there's no ships running. Oh, that's supply chain.
I mean, I suppose the last 3 inches is part of the chain. But you think about it's coming from across the world. Well, does it fucking matter where it came from even if the last 3 inches is interrupted?
Selling your company is like a 1,000-piece puzzle.
Right.
If you can do 999 pieces, but you can't get that last one, you can't complete it.
And let me tell you, the acronyms in supply chain are rampant. I have a dictionary of 107 pages. Like, we almost speak a different language. No, but seriously, there actually is a story in the book about how I buried my step-grandmother in a French press. Like, I actually did. I was in charge of her burial from Canada. Never buried somebody in the UK before. And I literally had 20 minutes. And her niece had ripped the house down to the studs before I got there. Thrown everything out. And I was like, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is.
And it's not about really the destination. The moving is the destination.
Yeah, and I think every step matters, right? Every step is towards something that is going to change your life in some way or another.
Yeah.
Like I've been in therapy since I was in my early 20s. And I think everybody should have a therapist because at the end of the day, we all just need to talk some of this stuff out. A lot of people think we have to have it 100% perfect all the time, and we don't. And we put so much pressure on ourselves, and we give so much power away to labels that's also what keeps us stuck.
But I've learned over the years that I have to only let myself go so low that I don't lose what we're speaking about, because I can disconnect to the point where it's like, now I can't get this fucking thing back in gear. Or you keep telling yourself that it's gonna be okay or tomorrow, and then you adapt this idea that tomorrow will be different, later will be better, and then you're in that fucking loop for 20 years. A saying that I use all the time: doesn't have to be my best day, just has to be another day I show up.
I buried her in a French press, a memoir about finding my voice and the power of being heard by Sarah Barnes Humphrey. And I'll tell you, he'll call you out on your bullshit, Sarah. If you're bullshit, he'll call you right out.
And we talked for about an hour and a half. And when I stop the record button and I hear somebody say, thank you, I felt seen and heard today, DEI to really just having the word inclusion. It means include everybody.
Because I think what's happened too much, which is there's people sitting in a room going, okay, we got 100 white people here. We got to make sure we have so many black. We got to make sure we have so many Asian. We got to make sure we have so many sexuality. There, we check the box. We're all happy. And that's wrong. That's not inclusion to me, sir.
That changes the conversation from it being about diversity and inclusion to inclusion and having a conversation about how somebody or who somebody is for who they want to be seen for. My hands got sweaty every time I thought about going to Toastmasters. And this was in the age of like, cell phones were there, but like you were using landlines to call on appointments. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to totally date myself. So I got a talent agent and I went on auditions and I got yelled at out of audition rooms.
Like, you know, I'm afraid to get up to my knees in the kids pool, so I'm gonna run and fucking jump off a bridge into the fucking ocean. What else do you have to fear after that?
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the fucking deepest, coldest fucking water I can find. Sharks everywhere. If I can walk, if I can get my ass up to shore, what else do I gotta fucking worry about?
Yes, the book. Search I Buried Her in a French Press. I promise you it's the only thing that comes up on Amazon.
These tips are trying to get you to think, trying to get you to understand that you have more power than you think you do. So when you're making choices based around other people, what you're not doing is making choices around what's important to you. And when you make choices that are based around what inspires you, what makes you feel fulfilled, this is the stuff that will change your life. Are you more concerned with what you want to do? Or are you more concerned with what the people around you believe or think or say you should do? Because if you're the latter of the two, your life is not going in a direction that's going to make you happy. You're here because you want more, meaning that your life can get so much better just with the simple idea that you're going to start concerning yourself with what's important to you rather than what's important to them. Rock and roll.
It's time to stop the erosion of your relationship and address some real issues.
And when it comes down to it, sometimes being right can cost you a lot of fucking time and energy that you should be putting someplace else. Once you actually have a glimpse of breaking free from that, totally different. People, highly successful people don't fucking waste their time trying to prove that they're right. They'll just go do what they believe is right.
I had to learn how to walk back from that behavior and take a breath and go, it's actually not a big fucking deal at all. Yes.
But if the end result is delivered, what do I care?
Like, I had to learn how to accept that just because you went a different way to get to that than I did, I was like, why the fuck don't you do it this way? You should go this way. This is the only way to do it. I certainly had much more controlling OCD type behaviors that I've had to walk back from to allow myself to be much more chill. And because I would get myself worked up over the small stuff. Like I remember growing up, John, and reading that book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Like seriously, man, because I would get worked up over ridiculous things. I'm like, what the fuck? Just chill out, man.
I think a high level of success would be pretty fucking difficult to achieve if you weren't adapting to and recognizing some of these. That's like the biggest handicap, you know, that someone, I've got to make this perfect.
Yes.
There's no fucking perfect. You know, very, very the ideas that she has are really, really fucking strong and solid, and this is what she wants and expects. But I've kind of had to help her realize with people is, look, there's certain people that your expectations will work with and others they won't. But when they're not working, what you're missing out on is there's something else that they could really over deliver on. But now these other areas where you don't perform worth shit, he performs like a rock star. You're getting all fucked up because you're worried about them hurting their feelings. Well, who's hurting here? I just need to fucking chill out on some of the shit these ideas that she thought. I mean, life kicks all of our asses and realigns, and she understands that perfection is really a fucking handicap. And he was a perfectionist to a point where, you know, he never fucking did anything because all he wanted to do was keep his tools so perfect in his fucking toolbox.
I'll say in our dance, Johnny, that the small thing usually will ignite the big thing that's going on that we just haven't addressed.
We fight about the same fucking things.
Same argument, new outfits. That is the dance. It is exhausting.
And we as couples have our dance, right? You and Terry have your dance. Me and Lauren have our dance, and we do it all the time, right? Like you said, you get the same thing. Oh, we're in the dance right now. And if you guys can both be in the awareness of that dance, you probably can stop it quicker than not.
And so she's feeling neglected. She's feeling not seen, not heard. And that right there is probably the biggest root.
Yes.
Is if I don't have a better way to put it is I'm going to be obsessed about something all the time, or I'm going to be really fucking unhappy or getting myself in a shitload of trouble.
So English, by the way, human, it's the best programming language of the future.
The computing language of tomorrow is language. It's just it's just humans talking in a regular English language. It's just point blank fucking clear. Creating over consuming. Last night, Brooke sat on the couch, Johnny, all night creating. She wrote a fucking book. She wrote a comic. She brought the book to life. And I'm like, then she goes, hey, Keithy, I'm going to sing this song. I'm like, hey, let's make a song out of it. She sat next to me. She made the song and she went to bed feeling so good. But dude, create, right? Because if you as a politician, I'm just going to put it on the table, can wrap yourself in a team, in a flag, in a gold medal, well, guess what happens? You can borrow the emotion of the people around you. Think about the athlete their whole life that has been training for a single moment of greatness. One single moment, you guys, one single moment of greatness. And then when they get it, ears up. The whole fucking world tries to look at them like it's a big loyalty test. Because the real flex now, the real flex in today's world is actually being unbuyable. And I'm telling you, the future belongs to those of you that don't pick a team. The future belongs to those of you that can stay human in public without turning every fucking moment around us into propaganda. Because that is what's happening. Everywhere we go, it's propaganda. We lost the fucking ability to celebrate anything without it being weaponized.
That ending was a punch. Full show is up next. Stay or admit you hate hearing the truth.
What do eating like a dog and solopreneurship have in common?
Nothing.
But we're talking about both today.
Coming up on the big show, the wins, losses, and real stakes of building your own business.
Let's go, nation!
Good morning and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Accountability partner here to help you start your day with real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation. We are live and we are an R-rated experience.
Prick. Was that?
The interface is dying. Live beats perfect every time.
That gave me goose pimples to hear it.
Do not waste any single day. Yeah, the same money. Money can't buy happiness, no, but it can buy a lot of boy kibble. We're going to talk about the viral trend of men eating like dogs for efficiency. Actually, we're not. I got rid of that story last night, guys. I'm not sure where it showed up. That story's not even, we're not talking about that one here today. That's actually a ridiculous story. But hey, but first, good morning. Welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and all of our friends. We got Petro here today. We got Zeglin here today, showing up on the big show, and I'm excited about that one, you guys. What is shaking going on here today? Hey, R-rated experience. This is an R-rated one. Yes, sometimes it becomes X-rated. You guys, just a reminder, if you are new to our show, put the kids in a different room or put the headphones on. Yep, true story. Hey, you checked in today? Again, I almost forgot. But I didn't. I got there. We checked into the big show, mitl.live. Yes, come hit it. mitl.live. Come and check into the big show here today. Come show us your streak. Yes, come show us your streak. What am I talking about? Well, hey, you need an accountability partner? Well, we do it every single day right here, 8 o'clock live, morningsinthelab.live, mitl.live. We got the big show happening every single day. Content and entertaining conversation to help you get your ass to bed and get up and get after it. And it doesn't cost you anything to come check in and say hello. Good morning, Rico. Have you checked in? I didn't see you checking in this morning. I see Sullivan out there. I see Holward out there, and I see Jimmy checking in as well. Guys, of course, Kai is always on the poll. Yes, Kai's on the poll this morning, as always, and she's got it out there. How often do you feel like you're faking it? Oh, what are we faking today, boys? Often, sometimes, or rarely. Yeah, are you faking it? Are you showing up today on a Friday and faking it? Or are you putting in your hard work? And then the daily question is this. Is you're in your business or job, what are you secretly tolerating that's killing that momentum of yours? What is it? What is it? Because I know you're all tolerating something, and you're like, I'm just going to tolerate this. Yes, you are. So what are you tolerating in your business today that's killing your momentum? I'd love to hear from you guys. Come check it out. The question, the poll, right over on mitl.live. Yes, absolutely. And hey, guys, we got the snooze reminder. Hey, Jimmy, you know what I think we should do? I think we should send an email to folks who register on the show. Yeah, I think we see what time they check in. I was thinking we'll talk with George today. I think what we'll do is we'll tell George, or we'll get George to see what time somebody checks in. And if they don't check in regularly at that time, we can notify them, email them, say, hey, you still sleeping? Get your ass to bed. Because you know, if you're hitting that snooze button as of today, if you're hitting that snooze button today all year, 8 hours, 42 minutes behind. Yeah, 8 hours, 42 minutes behind Kai, who never hit the snooze button. Nope, true story. So 8 hours, 42 minutes, 522 minutes behind the guy who just lays there and his lazy ass just hits the snooze button. Yeah, there you go. So that would be something you might not want to do today, to hit that snooze button. So I welcome you guys to get your ass to bed and come check into the show, mitl.live. mitl.live. Go get after it. Come see us. Come say hello and come check into the show. All right, guys, coming up today, the trending topic. Hey, so I woke up this morning to this one. It's relatable to the trending topic today. So Jack Dorsey, the guy who invented Twitter, he's got a new product. He's got a company called Block. Fired 4,000 people yesterday. That 4,000. Yeah, not a couple of people. 4,000. And guess what happened? Stock went up. That stock went up 24%. So, and I will tell you, I experienced my own last night with that as well. Perplexity dropped some new agents, and I ran them yesterday, and I got up this morning, and all the work was done. Yeah, true story. I'm like, oh, that's how it's going to go. Yes, sirree. Hey, current conversations, Forever Chemicals aging men into their... Nah, you know what? We're going to get to these a little bit here later today. Lou Ferrigno still looking like he's 70. Listen, Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk. Good morning, Spartacus. Check in this morning. Lou Ferrigno still looking like the Hulk at 74 years old. Yes, his rules for staying strong. Forever Chemicals are aging men in their 50s, and Neanderthal men preferred human women. Yes, there we go. That's a little bit of a complicated relationship. Good morning, good time. Check in this morning, or are you going to get your son to teach you how to do that? Charlie's out there from Connecticut joining us this morning. Good to see you out there. Good time. And yes, AJ Zeglin is hanging out with us today. The big dog himself. Excited to have him join the show. He's going to join us at the bottom of the first hour here and stick around as long as he can. And then we got the Dr. John Petschelli joining us in the second hour. And the topic on the table is, I got to be honest, guys, I don't know if that's the topic we're going to get to today. So I'm just going to leave that out here at the moment. And then, of course, Community Corner. And hey, here's something for you guys to think about. The monologue. Yeah, my monologue today is Almost. Think about this. Almost is the most expensive lifestyle subscription that we have. How many people talk about Almost? Almost I'm going to do that. I'm almost ready. I almost got the website done. I almost got the project complete. Man, there's a lot of folks, and you know, maybe we know people that live in the world of Almost. And you think about it, it is the most expensive lifestyle subscription on the planet, and it's called Almost. I'm dropping it bottom of the second hour in the morning focus. All right, it's time to get the show on the road. I can see the time. The time on the clock says it's 7 minutes after 7 Central Time, 7 minutes after 8 Eastern Time. And guess what? The Morning Loop. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Kai. Hey, Neiman. Oh, hey. Remember that sizzle reel we're talking about? Well, we got the teaser, and we're going to drop it when AJ's here and Johnny's here at the bottom of the first hour to show you guys what Neiman's been working. It is awesome. The Mornings in the Lab studio sizzle reel. Yes, dropping bottom of the, Jimmy, we got somebody in the comments, Double D7620. You living in the Matrix. No, you're living in the Matrix. Yes, this is all a simulation. I'm talking to you and it's already happened. You don't even know it, my brother. Where are you joining me from? Double D. Double D7620. I'm living in the Matrix. You're living in the Matrix. Where are you joining us from? Because the Morning Loop, it starts. Hey, Jimmy Kai, it starts right now.
Chief dropped a cute voice recorded of a kid girl yesterday.
I'm surprised it was Brooks.
Just want to say, Brooke, that voice note was elite. At her age and already confident on mic. Chief, you feel the pressure yet?
And Chief, she might be watching your back. So accountability has a tiny supervisor with pigtails.
So, Brooke, if you hear this, keep him honest. If he snoozes, report it to Nation.
This is how legends start. Small mic, big presence, zero fear.
I just want to add, Brooke, you just raised the bar. We're keeping up.
The Morning Loop starts right now.
Team, look at the team cruising through the Mornings in the Lab studio. We got the whole bunch. So we got Frankie, we got Tommy, we got Sterling, we got Preston, we got Maya. And of course, we got the incomparable Sophia Grant out there as well. Hey guys, you checked into the show yet? Hey, Double D, checked into the show yet? Spartacus is checked in. Hey guys, hey Nation, did he check in yesterday, or did his streak break yesterday? Oh, hey. So here's the big thing. We got a couple days where we're not going to be together live. So we're all going to have to connect over on the Mornings in the Lab live app to check in. So Spartacus, I'm worried, man. I'm nervous. You might be struggling tomorrow morning going, where's Keith teaching me, telling me how to check in? So I'm a little nervous. I got to be honest. So, hey, you know what you can do? You can send me a text. Yeah, Spartacus is on a roll. 431-300-3005. You can send me a text, 431-300-3005, and I can tell you how to get it done. And hey, speaking about getting it done, this guy always gets it done every single day without a doubt. He's my brother from another mother. His name is John Rock and Roll Anderson.
Now we're getting creative here, baby.
Yes.
Now we're getting creative. This is like This is true. What the fuck's he going to be doing next? Now we're somewhere. You know what I mean?
That was so. When I saw that, I thought that was your feed at first.
I thought the same thing. I was like, okay, wait a minute. You know?
Yeah. Well, because we got Lou Ferrigno on the show here today. 74. We got a story with him, and we both grew up with the Incredible Hulk, and he's not on the show, but we're going to talk about him. So I thought Jimmy made you the Incredible Hulk. When I saw the green, I'm like, is Johnny Lou Ferrigno today? So.
Check this out.
Tell me.
I made a fucking paramount mistake this morning. Paramount. I'm sitting here this morning.
Yes.
Out of fucking cigar.
Oh! And Zeglin's here today too, brother.
So we have to. The show has to decide. Do we want to fucking cut me loose for 2 minutes so I can scurry back to the house to get it?
Oh, without a doubt, because we got Petra here today, we got Zeglin here today, we got the whole crew.
I was sitting down. I'm like, I feel like I should have something else in my hand. And I look at my lighter. I'm like, no, fuck.
Because we got Spartacus, we got Charlie,
it just wouldn't be right. I mean, it's fuck, man.
Right. No, because
right.
I'll get distracted without seeing the smoke around you. So Anderson, get your ass up.
Cut me loose real quick. I'll be
get your cigar.
Time me. We'll see how quick I can be back.
We got the timer going right now. All right, so Johnny's off to go get a cigar. It's 8:12, 20 seconds. Let's see how quick he shows up. Oh, that's funny. Yes, good time. You're going to have to figure it out, but good time. I got your back. So you can send me a text, 431-300-3005. You know my number, good time. Send me a text if you're stuck, and I'll get you into checking into the show tomorrow or even later today. That's figured it out. That's awesome, man. I love it. I'm loving the community coming to life here in the lab. All right, Johnny's been gone for 20 seconds, you guys. What's everybody got going on this weekend? We're going over for Piper's birthday dinner today, and apparently there's a snowstorm coming, so maybe we're not. I don't know. That's going to be an interesting thing. Hey, we're going to drop at the bottom of the first hour. The Mornings in the Lab sizzle reel teaser. So why? Well, as you guys know, we are on the planet to go and raise some money and take this business to the next level. And folks we're talking to are curious about, hey, what's going on? What are you guys doing? What's your show all about? So Neiman has been hard at work behind the scenes, creating some incredible stuff. So I'm excited to show you guys that sizzle reel teaser before the real sizzle reel drops next week. Oh, Spartacus is cleaning the house this weekend. Yes, and Charlie, he's gone. So he's been gone now for. Let's just have a quick look here. So Johnny's been gone now for. He's been gone for actually 80 seconds. So it's been an 80-second run to the house to get the cigar. Spartacus is cleaning the house. What are you guys doing this weekend? So I got a birthday dinner tonight. What do I got tomorrow? I got building tomorrow. Yeah, I got some big problems I'm gonna solve this weekend for next week's. So I'll tell you one of them. I got a Mornings in the Lab agent I'm going to build to do some really crazy stuff. So. Looking forward to that this weekend as well. Yes, Neiman is sizzle reeling behind the scenes. All right, so Johnny's been gone now for, it's coming up on 2 minutes. 2 minutes, Jimmy. The big dog has been away for 2 minutes grabbing that cigar. And you know what you could do? You could reintroduce him back with walking back in with you saw 3 minutes. Yeah, so I'm not far with you, man. It's probably closer to 3 minutes. Yeah, he's coming up on that 3 minute break there. I feel like we're commentating what's his name? Alex Honnold climbing up the Taipei Tower. Oh, I see him back there. So there he is. It was actually 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Jimmy, let's bring him back up.
It was almost a lot longer than that. Fuck, man. Listen to that. Somehow we haven't fixed it yet. One of the fucking circuit breakers or whatever the fuck is off because all the landscape lights in the back of the house are off.
Oh, how come?
Because of the circuit breaker. So
yeah.
I gotta fucking find it. I knew it's a panel so fucking big. Anyway, so I'm scurrying and no fucking light, dude. I almost went in the pool. I swear to God. I was like,
oh my God. If you would have ended up in the pool, that'd be fucking hilarious, dude.
Oh, dude. I was like, holy shit, this could have turned into a lot worse than 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
You'd be showing back up your sopping wife would be like, what the fuck?
Well, because when you're in here, it's light. I go outside, it's fucking pitch dark, and I know I get to the steps. I'm like, oh shit, those are here quick. And I'm going down the steps, and I just about fucking go over the top of the fire pit, and I know this pool is just beyond that. I'm like,
yeah.
Hey, dude, slow it down a little bit here,
Hey, how was your last 22 hours, man? What did you achieve in your life the last 22 hours?
It was good.
Me too. Oh, me too.
Bodyweight squats. Holy shit, that took.
Yeah, you did 500 yesterday. How's your body feeling today?
It feels fine this morning, but yesterday I was definitely. It definitely. I could feel that I had given it up. Because in the morning like that, there's something about I can really put myself physically aside.
Yeah.
Just really fucking dig into myself and not really. It's almost like I can use that almost not awake to my advantage.
Oh yeah. You're so it's interesting when you say it because your body's physically going through the motions. You might mentally not be there. You're getting the work in. It's like a habit. It's just happening. And I'm not saying it's bad, but you're getting the work in.
Yeah, and it's just real easy for me to go way beyond what I set out to do in the mornings for some reason. Like it's like, well, shit, I'm already at, I'm already halfway to 500. Let's just go all the way. That's
just it. So I was saying too when I start that's what I find when you commit to a number, whether it's time or whether it's number. Like you're like, okay, I'm doing 500. Like, how do you stop at 300? Like, how do you look in the mirror and say, okay, I said I was going to do 500, but I'm at 300 and I'm done. You're basically saying to yourself, you're a fucking pussy and you can't complete it. That's really what you're saying to yourself. Because there's actually no more, it's not more complicated than that. That's what it is.
On a base level,
yeah,
that same concept goes right to the snooze button.
100%. Absolutely. Yes.
I said I wasn't going to hit it again, and I did.
And you did. Yeah, exactly. You know who hasn't been hitting it, dude? This dropped yesterday.
Brother, real quick, down on a heavier level.
Yeah,
that's what we go through with fucking drugs and alcohol. I can't tell you how many times I was like, I said I was not going to fucking take these pills today. I did it again, motherfucker. It's the same type fucking like it eats away at your fucking self-esteem.
Dude, it's the food too, man. It's food too.
Everything. Fuck yeah.
So I did it last night. I did it to myself last night. Right?
What did you do?
Well, so Lauren and Brookie made some banana chocolate chip cookies a couple days ago, and because Brookie's here, so I like to have. I used in the past, Anderson, I would just fucking eat them all, like yourself. I don't have any moderation. I don't know how to moderate myself.
What were they again?
Banana chocolate chip cookies, like just basically banana and fucking.
With the chocolate chip in there, it's really fucking difficult to veer away from.
Well, dude, listen to me. I know. But that's why I'm confessing to you.
Like I could do it's just a banana. Okay, I could. I could probably. You got the chocolate chip in there. Come on, you're hurting me.
Well, and then it's a fucking chocolate chunk, so it's bigger than a chocolate chip.
It's even worse. Even if it was a chip, if you called it a chunk, it's so much worse.
I know. It's exactly it. So I'm like, all right. So and I've taught myself, and I give kudos to my wife, who's taught me how to eat in moderation. And I mean that really, like not just fucking going, okay, I got to eat the whole fucking box of banana chip cookies. You know what I mean? Like, so I've had to learn how to, because that's what I used to do. I'm like, why would I have one? Why do I have 50 of them? So yesterday I had my one, like I like to have. I get my palate cleansed. Everybody's happy. And then Johnny, last night before I go to bed, what do? End up in the kitchen, have a fucking cookie, crush it, go to the bathroom, look in the mirror, and go, what are you doing, you fucking idiot? It's exactly what I said to myself.
We only had one.
Yeah, size. It's all. Yeah, I had one extra, but there's one more that I didn't want to have. That's just my point, right? Is that it's just those decisions you make. It was an unconscious decision. I just walked into the kitchen, didn't even know it. Next thing you know, I was eating it. So just to your point, right? And that's why I said to you,
So here's the question I would ask myself, and this is me. As you said, cleanse my palate, or whatever the phrase you used that works for you. So. If that was my phrase, I would say, okay, is cleansing the palate, is it really worth the fact that it opens the door for me to make this second mistake? Because for me, the second mistake would have only happened if I made the first.
Oh, so dude, you are not incorrect. I'm completely on the same side of the fence as you. It's really just one of those, and I'm certainly not making excuses for it. That's not what I'm suggesting at all. It just goes back to what you said earlier, which was, okay, I had the fucking pill. What are you doing, Billis? You said you weren't going to do it. And it's just that reminder, right? Where it's just the grace of doing it myself again. Okay, I'm not doing it again.
So for me, the concept is, okay, I understand this is a battle. This is a slope.
Yes.
That I've never seemed to be able to get the slick off of.
Yes.
So I'm just going to leave that slope over there.
Yeah. For me,
that's just me. Not saying it's got to be you or anybody else. But, but when I have a track record of fucking up, I'm happier to give that thing away than to, and not even have it in my life, rather than to know that I'm going to continually, even to when I'm doing the best I can, make those mistakes for me are really, really detrimental, because they start, when you can't see them, it's like it gets down the root system and starts spreading to other plants, so to speak, other growths.
Yes. Yeah. No, listen, I can relate to that. I will say this, and I'll be confessional right now. That's the one gap. Like I got strong awareness of, I don't let that seep into other parts of my life. For me,
he is 74. He still looks like he could rip a car door off. That should mess with your excuses. Pick one rule for today: show up and do it clean, then stack it all week. The 4 rules are simple: enjoy it, ego out, food first, and never too late. Apply them and win.
I didn't know we were going to Lou.
I was gonna say, right in the middle, you get ready to spill your guts too.
Yeah. We'll get to Lou in a second here. My trigger, Johnny, is my bedtime. My trigger is my bedtime. I have to get into that bedroom before a certain time clicks in my head, or my feet walk into the kitchen. That I know for a fact. And when I'm good on that, I'm good to go. True story. It's actually as simple, because once I get into the bedroom, I don't walk back up to the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that. It's like you saying, okay, I'm into my 500 body parts. Why am I stopping at 300? Like
100, brother, 100%, brother. That's I've been kind of experimenting myself. With a better. I'm just splitting hairs here, but it's just all about these little inches, these little battles of inches.
Totally.
So when I go take a shower, come back out, there's some trigger in my mind. There's some reward system that turns on.
Oh, interesting.
I'm ready
to
go to bed before it's time. That's me. I always want to be a little ahead of the gate. I want to be ahead of the fucking, everybody's standing at the gate. I've already come through a little bit. That's my thing.
Yes.
But the reward system is like, fuck, I'm having a hard time replacing that. It's my brain. So maybe it's 30 minutes, maybe it's 15 minutes. My brain is in that old mode. So I was like, I'm going to just stay up, whatever you want to call it. Until it's time for me to take a shower and go to bed.
It's too late.
Because then I don't have that little bit of time where you're seeking a reward.
Oh yeah.
Because I only seek the reward because I'm ready early.
Oh yeah. Part of my challenge, John, is when I'm working sometimes, and I don't want to leave it, and I'm like, okay, you got to go to bed. No, you got to do this, and I'm so I'm underwater. I'm so focused, right? And I know I got to go to bed, but then I look at the clock and I'm ready to go to bed, but yet I'm achieving quote unquote greatness because I'm on the court making the extra shots, even though I know I got to go to bed. So it's a battle. I will confess it's a battle, and it's only a battle because I'm enjoying building and my dopamine is spiking and I'm seeing the results. I'm like, okay, you got to go to bed because it's going to be here tomorrow. Then it's just a constant reminder, right? Because we've talked about it before. The task list is never done. It's there 5 hours later or 6 hours later or 7 hours later. Right. So that's why I enjoy about this show, and I enjoy these conversations because they create awareness. And I look at all the comments here, right? So you see Good Time saying, yeah, you're right, better than the peanut butter cup. Oh yeah, I haven't crushed those. I have not had those big half pounds since I started the show here with you guys because I would not hear the end of it.
I don't ever think I've had a half pound candy bar.
I have. We got Spartacus. My wife gives me crap all the time. I hear in the background, no sugar. Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm certainly I I'd stay away from sugar. It's not good. It's just not a good little habit for me. Hey, speaking of habits, so Ferrigno, 74 years old. He has his 4 rules, Johnny, for staying strong. And they're basic, but they're good reminders, right? He built his 4 rules go like this. Number 1, enjoy it. Right? And you talk about it all the time, have fun. Right? His number 1 is enjoy it. Number 2, leave the ego at the door. Number 3, food first. And number 4, it's never too late. Right? Like,
he made a comeback to the Olympia stage. Fuck it. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger, widely known as one of the greatest bodybuilders. I mean, obviously era-wise, of course, but he actually said the best bodybuilder ever was Lou Ferrigno. Why? Because he only trained for a very short period of time to get to do that. So he's a hyper responder.
Oh, interesting, Anderson. Interesting.
So he retired, went and did the Hulk and movies and shit. Came back to the Olympia.
Yeah,
he was fucking better when he came back.
Yeah,
than he was when he was competing against Arnold, and he was. I want to say he was in his fucking 40s. I don't remember. Let's ask Grok how old Lou Ferrigno was when he made his comeback and went to Olympia. I want to say I was in my early 20s, so he might have been 40 plus.
Hey, Grok, I know you missed that. How old was Lou Ferrigno when he came back into the Olympia?
Let me check that for you. Ferrigno and the Olympia, right?
Yeah.
Lou Ferrigno came back to Mr. Olympia in 1992 after 17 years off, and he was 41 at the time. Born November 9th, 1961. So yeah, 41 makes sense. Here he is, absolutely massive on stage that year. Look at those arms. And next to Dorian Yates, talk about a size showdown. Dude was huge, even if he didn't win. Wild comeback.
Yeah, 17 years off, Johnny. He came back at 41 and he still fucking smashed it.
So he trained for a handful of years, did the early Olympias, trained for probably less than that, did the modern day Olympia. I mean, the guy probably only trained for bodybuilding for a total of 5 years, but had 2 different goes. I mean, that's unheard of.
He certainly is an icon in the space. There's actually nobody else like Lou Ferrigno. Like there really isn't, John. Like there actually is not another Lou Ferrigno. And you think about it, you step back, you have certain people that epitomize a sport. Like this guy, there's nobody else like him.
Well, and talk about coming from behind.
Yeah,
I mean it was whatever it was, deaf to whatever extent. I mean he now his speech impediment is very minor, but when he was young, holy shit.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you because I remember that. What was it, John? Was he deaf or because he had speech problems? What was that about for?
Yeah, I think he was deaf. I mean, I didn't get too much into it because I never really paid attention to what was. I was always paying attention to what was right. Yeah. But I mean, because there's 2 types of people. Yes. They're going to pay attention to what's wrong with you or pay attention to what's right with you.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm a right guy. I don't like to, unless someone talks about what's going on. Okay, we'll talk about it. But look at all this cool shit over here you got. I'll trade you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
But I don't know, to be honest, but I know in those early like pumping iron.
Yeah.
I mean, you could understand it, but it was definitely, he was a little goofy in his speech. So you can only imagine when he was 10.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. And Holroyd says he also went to the World's Strongest Man. Yeah, I thought he did. I thought he did do some World's Strongest Man's competitions.
Remember we were talking. You showed a clip.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's absolutely very cool. All right, let's keep it going here, guys. Let's keep the show going on the road here. AJ Zegel dropping in here in a number of minutes. Looking forward to having that conversation with AJ. It's been a while since he's been on the show here. Hey, Forever Chemicals are aging men into their 50s faster than ever. We know this. No shit Sherlock department. Sterling and Preston, talk to us about this one.
See that nonstick pan? It isn't innocent. It can carry PFAS, forever chemicals, and they don't leave.
New study says men in their 50s age faster with PFAS in blood. Most of us already have it.
So we don't panic. We cut exposure, filter water, swap cookware, stop microwaving plastic. Tiny moves, real years back.
There we go. So again, the no shit Sherlock thing, but
Teflon is so fucking toxic, it's going to kill us all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's especially when you put it under high heat. And then the question is, what's too much heat?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
it's been like they've somehow said, hey, this is dangerous. So they come back, they alter one little fucking thing, bring it back. Just get rid of your Teflon pans. We use just straight stainless steel pans. It's a little more cleaning, but fuck, makes a huge difference.
Well, and Johnny, it's this brand new study in the Journal of Frontiers in Aging found that these chemicals are accelerating specifically in men between the ages of 50 and 65. And 95% of participants in the study that they did in this demographic had these chemicals in the blood. Right. So for some reason, it's attacking men more than women. But just, look around your kitchen. It's funny, John, because we talked about this a few months ago, too. And I went back up to the kitchen that day and I got rid of all that black shit in our kitchen. I did. I was like, fuck it. It was like, because I had some stuff kicking around. Right. And I was like, no, there's no need to have that here.
Well, think like your little one gets old enough to start cooking herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Accidentally overheats that fucking pan.
Yes.
Like I've done that before with that's one of the things that really opened my eyes. I wasn't paying attention, way overheated. I turned it on high. I was just going to leave it there for a minute and back it off. Forgot to back it off. Dude, the fucking smell that was coming off that pan, like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I'm going to put fucking food near that smell, let alone on top of what's creating that. It was the worst chemical smell ever.
So I remember, though, Anderson, when Teflon was introduced to the market, don't you? Like when all these pans started coming out, like we would have been teenagers. I don't know if you remember, but I remember being a teenager when I saw that in the news and I saw it on, you go to stores and my mom bought the Teflon pans and I remember cooking on it for the first time. Like, oh my God, it doesn't stick. It was actually a big deal, man. I'm being serious.
Mm-hmm.
Remember? And it was like, you can make eggs on it. You can make everything. You're like, holy fuck, the pan is great. And just wipe it off and put it back in the cupboard.
We came from those old fucking cast iron pans.
Yes.
They were murder to clean.
Yeah, yes. Speaking of cast iron, Lauren got a set of cast iron pans for Christmas because she loves best cook ever. I know Terry's your best cook, but she loves her cast iron pans, man. And she just takes care of them and seasons them. And they're
if you take good of, a pan like that is like, it'll actually carry flavor.
Yes. Oh yeah. She just it's funny because she goes in the kitchen, dude, and she just fucking rocks with the cast iron. And I just hear her screaming and yelling and smiling, and she's going, "I love my cast iron pan," which is pretty cool. All right, AJ's patiently waiting for us, but before we do that, so Jony Ive, the guy who made the iPhone and made a lot of great devices that we use, has some really profound words of wisdom, John, that I think you will agree with, and I want to put it on the table for us to talk about. Let's run the words of wisdom this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith and John.
And if it's of value, there's really good reasons it's not been done. And so when you're confronted with those reasons, you've got two choices. You can say, oh, that's a very good reason. I'm sorry for bothering you. Or you can say, I don't believe that. I'm going to find out more. I'm going to find somebody who's got more experience. There's that sort of resolution where, George Bernard Shaw talked about how you have to reject reason to innovate. You have to say, well, we understand this is all very reasonable. This is what people believe. But you know what? I'm actually going to ignore you completely.
So Johnny, he's talking about ignoring reasoning. And when I thought about that is when I saw this clip, because so many people accept what somebody says as reason. And years ago, somebody said, hey, you're not supposed to eat 700,000 grams of protein to build muscle. And you're like, no, who told you that? And there was somebody's like, no, that's what reason is. That's what they said. You ignored the reason, you ignored the expert opinions, and you went on and had a successful career. But the point with that is that Jony was like, too many people offer a reason, offer an opinion, but actually offer no fact. And you have to ignore expert opinions to actually, achieve the goals that you want to achieve. John.
So what I would do in this arena, and this is a piece of advice that I give to people all the time, forget the word, their title, right? Let's just look at what have they done with the piece of information they're trying to give you?
Yeah.
Forget their title. Are you a fucking garbage man? Are you a doctor? Are you a lawyer? I don't give a shit what you, but what have you're telling me to do ABC. What have you done with ABC? And does it represent what I want to do?
Yes.
And now you cut through all the bullshit.
Yeah. Because
especially with social media, people hide behind these, positions of being an expert. Well, if you're a fucking expert, why are you not in the place where you're telling everybody that how to get to go?
You know what I love, man? I love all the experts on social media that have made $800 million in the last 3 weeks making social posts, yet they're still on social media telling you how to do it. I'm like, if you made $800 million doing social posts, why are you still on X or Instagram teaching somebody how to do that? Because if you have that much money, you're probably not here doing that anymore. So I find that quite humorous, which is these experts selling this expertise opinion without any expertise behind it. You know, it's ridiculous. You know who's not ridiculous is somebody we've been missing. His name is AJ Zeglin, and I see him patiently waiting in the green room. Jimmy, Kai, let's bring him up. Mr. Zeglin joining Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
Security just texted me. AJ's back. They asked, guest or friend? I said friend.
Gates opened.
Friends don't get applause. They get roasted. AJ, how's life been treating you since you vanished on us?
We're doing the catch-up lightning round. 1 win, 1 regret. One thing you're obsessed with right now. All right, friend of the lab, seat's yours. We missed you.
It's you, Zeglin.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, brother?
It's good to see you guys.
How are you, pal? Good to see you, too. Been a long time. Oh, and you got the Iron Maiden shirt on today. Fucking rights, man. Yeah.
You know,
Look out. Come on, baby.
One of the greatest bands of all time, man.
They were in the headlines here. They're taking 2027 off. They're gonna go back touring again 2028.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's amazing how long those guys have been doing it.
Well, speaking of, actually, Guns N' Roses are still in the same tour that we kicked off in Vegas 900 years ago. Johnny, me and AJ went to Vegas 900 years ago to open up T-Mobile Arena when Guns N' Roses kicked off their brand new reunion tour. They're still touring the same tour.
What year? Let's date the year. How long ago was it?
So truthfully, it would have been what, Zeglin, 2017, I think.
That was going to be my guess. Yeah. 2017, probably.
Yes. They've been
almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that means you got it right. If the shit's still working for a decade, they fucking doing something right with that tour.
True. It's true. So Zeg, it's been a while, man. And I told Johnny that he would be happy because you were coming in today, and it's been a while. It's been a while since we and I've had a chance to catch up. So I thought we'd keep it informal and we just catch up with our brother from another mother, AJ Zeglin. How are you, pal? What's been going on in your world?
Just the regular life stuff, going to work, kids hockey, kids school, activities like that. I don't know, man.
Well,
the usual, but I love it. That's kind of my life, but I love all those things. Right. So it might sound maybe plain, but I'm fully immersed in it, right? I love going to all their stuff. I love helping them with school. I love going to work. I love what I do for my jobs. You know what I mean? So
you're just loving existing in the universe you created for yourself, brother. That's it.
Yeah.
You love being a dad, don't you?
It's my favorite thing in the world, man. I couldn't imagine my life any other way. It's definitely, I would say, what I'm probably most proud of in my life, but it's probably it's what I enjoy the most, man.
Yeah. The idea of being a dad is ever since I've known you, I know that you've taken great pride in that, which is awesome. How's the business going?
Business is going really good, man. Yeah, it's extremely busy, which has been really good. Just gotta being challenged a little more to find a little balance, right? Because it's been busy, so I'm still trying to balance between my two worlds there, between the two professions. But I just see that as that's a good problem to have. I feel grateful that there's so much business opportunities, I guess lately we'll say that that I've had to consciously schedule and balance these things, right, to make it all fit, to make it all work. But I feel grateful for that, man.
Yeah. Hey, Zeg, are there some themes? So, you work with men, women, in mental therapy. Have you been noticing some themes as of late? Clients coming through the office, and are there some consistent themes that people want to talk about? I'm actually quite curious about this.
Yeah, that's a good question. None honestly, like that have been really different than anything else that I've seen over the last few years.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I think we're all more alike than we are different, you know, as I think we kind of know that in some regard. So I think, like, you know, what's always interesting to me is that no matter what we do for work, no matter what our profession is, no matter where we live, and or any of those other factors in our life, you know, 80% of our challenges are very similar to one another, right? Just because you have this job or do this for a profession doesn't mean that you're exempt from you know, the kind of daily challenges that we all face.
Does Johnny?
No, it's just good. It's good listening to you talk, brother. You're bringing a nice calm energy back to the show. It's beautiful.
I agree. So Zeg, but what I'm curious about though is that, so you've been doing this now for a few years, a couple years. There must be some themes that are emerging though, and whether they're seasonal, whether they're gender related, and I'm sincerely curious, because this is your profession, and then over and over. Because I'll tell you, so like Keith and Johnny,
he's trying to talk some smut, AJ. He's trying to find out what dirt's going on out there.
No, but I'm actually really curious, because Johnny, I think if you thought about this, you think about all the people you and I've had a chance to meet. Like, we are grateful we interview hundreds of people on this show, and over time, you start to see themes, AJ, with humanity, right? Like, it's so clear to me. You can put people in buckets, because I've never done this before, where you just sit and talk to people for a living like yourself, and you can see people falling into buckets. Like, oh yeah, that person's like that one.
Give us an example, brother. What bucket do you fall into?
I would fall into I'd fall into the bucket of this show, like the non-negotiable, the get up, the going after it, the achieving goals, the neurotic guy that's going after it. And John, you know, we've had people on our show, like, you think about yesterday's guest, Sarah. You know, she's like that entrepreneur female woman. We've had people on our show like Sarah, right? And I just find you can put people in buckets that are similar to each other, right? And you know what I'm getting at, AJ?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to really understand your definition of bucket, because there's a few different ways you could take bucket.
Yeah, like I take you and I in the same bucket, and I'm not saying because we're on the same show together, but I think if I was to meet you over time, like, oh yeah, I'm just like that guy. We probably have some of the same things.
Well, you're just in a much smaller bucket. That's
exactly it. Yes, yes. But there must be some considerable themes. Somebody walks into your office, you're like, oh yeah, you read them up and down. You quote unquote judge the book by its cover, and it's probably correct. Am I right?
Well, yeah. So that's interesting. What I'm trying to do, actually, when I first meet someone, obviously you're trying to establish a solid footing for a relationship, right? Yeah. Knowing that if a relationship is good and we have a sense of trust there, then any other skill or tool or strategy or intervention that we use is going to work tremendously better.
Yes.
Right. But the other thing I'm trying to figure out too is that, you know, is what they're showing me actually what's going on, right? Because sometimes when you start, people might be presenting in a certain way. They might have some apprehension,
performative
being there. Yeah, performative, exactly. Yeah, right. And or either that. Sometimes, you know, what's interesting is people might not even know if they're being.
I was going to say they probably don't even know their own shit. So you got to help them sort it out.
Right. So you're trying to help them kind of increase that awareness, right? That self-awareness, because they've been telling themselves a certain story for so long, and they've created certain rules around that story. So, you know, now you're trying to help them challenge that story, challenge that narrative, challenge those rules, and see if they're actually true or not. Right. So there is a little bit of a feeling out process. Like, someone might present, you know, to use your words, to be in a certain bucket. Right. And as you get to know them maybe a little bit, and increase their awareness, you might actually find out that they were maybe not part of the bucket that they were presenting.
Different bucket.
To use that terminology. Yeah. But I will say one of the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, John.
No, I was just going to say I've made that mistake before, where I'll make an interpretation, and then as I get to know someone, I really missed the boat 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. You know, which obviously is interesting, right? Because there's a reason why someone would be projecting in a certain way. But I will say, Keith, if you're looking for like a kind of common theme or are curious about a common theme. One of the most common themes I see across the board, no matter why anyone, what their initial reason for coming is that there's almost always something with a relationship, right? And whether that's like a romantic relationship between themselves and their partner, whether that's a relationship between themselves and their coach and what that dynamic looks like, or a coworker or a friend or a family member. But almost every story, almost every challenge, at some point in time, you'll notice that there's usually a relationship somewhere in that story that's playing a pretty big part of that story. So
is that right?
You know, and it's interesting because again, I think like me and you, I think we've talked about this before working out in the gym, where we felt like, hey, like having a really great set of skills to help build relationships with people is important, because that's like 90% of life, right? Is being able to build relationships with people, whether that's privately or personally or professionally or whatever, right? And so it's just kind of interesting to see that kind of come back around full circle to conversations that we've had before. And you realize that every challenge that someone has in there's some sort of relationship that plays a part of that story. And that could be in a negative way or a positive way or anything in between, right? But it's always linked there. There's this common thread of relationships that just runs through everybody's story.
I would bet. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Spartacus. Never judge a book by its cover. We got Lauren out there as well. Nice to see AJ back. I agree. And Spartacus says Iron Maiden rocks. AJ, I would bet, because of the way you present, kind, approachable, a calm demeanor. Johnny, I would bet people walk into your office, AJ, and try to look for your affirmation. Want you to be their friend, want you to, like, I'm wondering if there's times in a dynamic where you're finding somebody is looking for your approval. It's almost like they look at you, they look, okay, this guy's successful, this guy has a certain dynamic.
I'm here.
Sorry, you froze on me there.
Yeah, we'll get him back here in a second. I was trying to figure out if it was everybody or just him.
Yeah, that was just, okay. You know what I mean, AJ?
You got to start over, brother. You got to start over, because it was like.
Sorry. Yeah, AJ, do you find people sometimes come into your office looking for your approval, and you have to correct somebody saying, this has nothing to do about me, this is actually you? Because you present in a way that is not like, I'm making some suspicions here. You present in a way that's not like the typical doctor therapist guy. You got an Iron Maiden shirt on, you got your hat on backwards, you got tattoos. Anderson walks in, Billis walks in, or somebody walks in who's maybe uncomfortable with their own confidence. Maybe they're looking for you to tell me that I like, you don't try like a friendship or like an affirmation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying there. I think, and that's a great question. I mean, it's really important. There's a fine line, right? I want to establish a great therapeutic relationship with somebody.
Yes.
Right. With trust and respect and understanding. The goal obviously isn't to become best friends with the person.
No.
Right. There's obviously like a professional boundary there. There's a professional line that you don't want to cross. And my goal is to have people truly believe and understand that they're the ones that are capable in this, right? And that they are the expert on their own lives. Like, I'll tell them all the time, like, it doesn't matter what I think. I'm here to help you talk through this. I'm here to maybe give you different perspectives. I'm here to offer you tools as you're trying to figure out this stuff that you're going through. I'm a tool for you to use. I'm just one of the tools in your toolbox, right? But at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm never going to sit here and tell you, hey, you should do this. You should do that. I'm not an expert on your life. You are the only expert on your life. I'm here to help you see that and help facilitate
your
that.
job is to get John to arrive at that decision himself.
Right. So they have the confidence to make those decisions, right? That would be the goal. And I understand sometimes, sure, when you meet people and we'll have small talk sometimes, and we'll talk about different stuff, what's going on in the world or sports or whatever. And yeah, I mean, there's people that I work with that I obviously genuinely like. I'm like, these are great people, right? And, maybe in another setting, in another life outside of that, if you met them in another circumstance, you would be friends with them, right? Because you really like them and you feel like you have some common ground. But obviously, when you're in that therapeutic space, in that relationship, the goal is for them to trust me, right?
Yes.
But yeah, it's trust and it's respect, but obviously it looks different than like a typical friendship, right?
100%. Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine there's a few hats. I've been on both sides of the spectrum where, I have, coaches or whatever, because a coach wears lots of different hats, obviously, as you know, is basically trying to re-spark confidence that I may have lost from something. And in that moment, they realize that I need their confidence in me so I can regain the confidence in myself. Because right now I don't believe. But if he believes, it helps me believe that I can do it. Once I do it again, I'm jump started. Now we can go back and, okay, look, you didn't believe because you made this mistake that's easily correctable. You just let that get in your head. Next time this happens, boom, this is the system we're going to run through so it doesn't take you into that place where you got to come running to me like a little bitch with the tail between your legs.
Well, I guess that's what I mean, John, when I say that to AJ. Good morning, corn and cattle. The hat and sunglasses guy is poor optic. That's awesome. Yeah, these are my optics.
I've always needed that coach that was, he'll listen to me, but at the same time, he's like, come on, dude, let's go. I know you can do this. Don't be a fucking pussy. And he'll give me that jump start that I'll run my head into a fucking wall because I'll do it for him because I trust him, like AJ said. And when I have that trust, even though when I'm running that wall, I don't believe that I'm going to make it through. He told me to do it. He thinks I can. I'll do it. And I do break through. And then I see the light that somehow disappeared before I had the confidence problem.
And I guess that's kind of what I mean, Anderson. Thank you for explaining that in that way, because that's kind of what I mean. Like if I walk in and I see you, I have an impression. Okay, so I like Iron Maiden. This guy is, I'm not going to use the word attracted like in a sexual, but I'm drawn to this guy. So I'm thinking that if and it's like I want to be AJ's friend. If AJ tells me to do something, or if John does, I'm going to do it because he believes in me. I get that confidence. I guess that's what I was trying to say, AJ, is that I'm thinking that when people see you, there's that, oh my God, if this guy can believe in me, I can actually do anything.
I'm going to go on a limb here, and AJ, you tell me if you agree. So as an athlete, if I'm coming to you, AJ, of course, you're in an Iron Maiden, that's cool. But it doesn't make a difference to me if you're a fucking 3 foot tall and you're wearing, whatever. You look like a fucking Smurf, right? Or you're 9 feet tall. It's not really what I see. It's what I know you've done.
It's what you relate to. Yeah, the relatability.
It doesn't matter because it's like sometimes the guy that doesn't look like he should have been able to do it that did it.
Yes.
He's even more fucking believable and trustable than the guy that looks like he should have fucking been the all-star. So I think for an athlete, you tell me, AJ, I think they get past very quickly what you look like or what they think it's what have you done that allows, like he's coached these other fucking players from here to here, and he does it all the time. I know he can do this with me too.
Yes.
What do you think, AJ?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think too, like two thoughts on this and what we're talking about. One, I think you're right. Like there is some power in offering someone some genuine.
Your audio got messed up there. We lost your audio there. Yeah, your microphone's a little messed up there. So if we can just get that fixed.
All right. Am I good now?
No, it's actually worse. Actually,
it might be the earphone.
Okay. Yeah, it might be the headset, Zeglin. If you want to just something happened there with your. Yeah, it's all set.
Yeah. How about that?
Nope.
Shit.
No, not better.
Here, why don't you do that? Why don't you come back, reset, and come back into the lab here? Do a reset on your browser there. So you're hanging out with Keith and John this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, hanging out with our brother from another mother, AJ Zeglin. Hey, Jimmy. There's an epic spot here, Johnny. Check this one, man. The heaviest unofficial pull ever caught on camera. I love these things. I love your commentary. Check this out. Coach me on this one. So this guy's 840 kilograms partial deadlift, and by Jay Shri Ram, almost twice the official world record. He's going to
get first off, you can see right now he's probably going to pull this about just an inch or two.
You're right.
Just barely get it off the rack.
You are absolutely correct. Yeah. Is that an elephant bar, Johnny? Is that what that's called? An elephant bar?
that's a bar of its own, dude. Bars aren't made to do that. I mean, in terms of having all that shit on there.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you look at it, it's all at his hips. All he's doing is just pushing his hips through.
Oh yeah, I never saw that until you just pointed that out.
Yeah.
Jimmy, run that again, Jimmy. I never saw that.
Yeah, what he's doing, all he's doing is just literally. You see his back's already tight. He's in position. All he's got to do is push his hips through. I mean, I'm not saying it's a lot of weight, but like real strength athletes look at this and realize it's something for views.
Oh yeah. Jimmy,
how is that applicable?
Well, it's not.
Yeah. Now there are a few lifts that go way back into strength history.
Okay.
Where they're lifting up just these little bitty, but those are like certain setups and certain apparatuses. This, I don't know where this applies, and I don't know who this gentleman is. So I'm not trying to badmouth anything.
Yeah.
A static hold with that kind of weight. I mean, he's fucking doing some. That's load everywhere. That's central nervous system, skeletal. You name it, it just goes down the list.
So Anderson, let's just make a speculative assumption for a second. So you said where this applicable. So could it be applicable if he was looking to, like, would it be applicable to say, okay, my goal is to do 1,000 kilogram deadlift?
Nobody that's trying to lift 1,000 pounds or kilogram would be a 2,000 something.
Yeah.
Nobody that's working on the high level deadlift does one this much.
Gotcha.
I mean, you work the bottom, you work the middle, you work all over the place, but he would be considered working like the top inch of a lockout. Nobody fucking has a problem locking out here.
Gotcha.
Now, if he was going 4 or 5 inches, that's where people will tend to get stuck. They'll tend to get stuck across the knees. They start losing momentum. But the hips, like it's literally, he like I said, all he's really doing is kind of pushing his hips around. I don't mean to downplay it when I say
No. That's 100%. AJ, you saw it too?
Yeah. I just caught the tail end of it there.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. So we were talking about people wanting affirmation, and Johnny was clarifying that your accomplishments is what somebody's leaning into, and I agree with that. I think just to kind of take that a step further, we do as humans relate to people that we think look like us or are like us. And that's in some ways I was referring to as well, which was, if I'm walking into AJ's office and he looks like somebody I can relate to, I might find myself wanting his affirmation. AJ.
Yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of ways that we connect with people, right?
Yeah.
So for sure, every time we meet someone, we have a instant reaction to it, right? And we have thoughts and feelings about it. And we make assumptions about it, right? And sometimes those assumptions are true, or we find out that they're not true once we get to talking to someone or meeting them or getting to know them better, right? So I think any way that we can, connect with someone, even if it's initially off the bat, at the end of the day, my hope is that people form a connection with me or come in and seek me out for help to overcome their challenges, because once they get to know me, they could see through my actions that I'm genuine and that I care and that I do have their best interests in mind, and I do think they're capable of great things, right? But the entry point into that on how anyone gets to meet me or what their thoughts are when they first meet me, are obviously one thing, but over time, I think, and this was probably to what John was saying, over time, people are going to ultimately form their opinion on you based more so on what you do than what you say with your words alone, 100%. Right? Because we've all met people that say, "Oh, this, I'm going to do this, and whatever," and then we never see any action, right? Yeah. It's just all words. It's just all smoke and mirrors, right? So, I think, from myself, I think what I try to bring in there is actually show them. So how do I actually show them when I'm sitting across the room for them that I actually care about what they're saying, right? Because it's, how do I actually do that? How do I actually show them through my actions, right? So, and, I think when you really get into the depths of communication and the different aspects of it. And, I think you start to see how you could actually physically show people, even though you're just having a conversation with them. You could show them through your body language, through your facial expressions, through your minimal encouragers, through the tone of your voice, through the types of questions that you ask, through, you know what I mean? And then there's an actionable piece to it, right? It's not just words alone.
Yeah. Keith, AJ, and John this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith and John every single day live, 8 o'clock mornings in the lab.live. We got our live show helping you guys get up and get after it every single day. All right, coming to the top of the hour here. I want to do a lifestyle tip reset hour 2. Hey, Zeg, are you sticking around for a bit or do you got to rock and roll? How's your day looking, brother? You sticking around?
Yeah, I could stick around as long as you guys will have me today.
Awesome. Well, we got Dr. John. have you met Petrocelli before?
Have I ever met who, sorry?
Dr. John Petrocelli?
I have not.
Oh, so he's a new co-host on the show here. He is a bullshit professor. So he is a professor of bullshit. He's a professor of bullshit. He leads some studies over in the Carolinas over there. He's been doing it for 8,000 years. Solid dude, and he'll call you on your bullshit if you're bullshitting. So,
but one thing I got to say, because when you say that, Keith, you're totally correct. I'm not totally agree, but when you hear this, you think of professor of bullshit, call you on your bullshit, like some fucking guy's gonna crack you in the head with a sledgehammer.
I know.
When really he's the fucking sweetest, nicest fucking guy, and he presents questions to make you realize that maybe you're, either hearing or talking shit and just don't know it.
Well, that's what I love about the guy, because Johnny's right, AJ. You think about all this, and then he shows up, and you're like, oh. And then
when Keith describes him, I'm like, this fucking guy's gonna be scared to death of Petro. And then fucking, where's the bullshit guy? Petro's so sweet,
But the funny thing is, though, is when he questions you, AJ, because he puts it out there, you're like, oh fuck, man, he's caught me on my bullshit, right? Because you're like, oh my god, he's the bullshit dude. All right, but listen, I got something we've been working on, Johnny. I've been talking to you about this. We've been talking about this, AJ. I'm excited to share this with you as well. So we are in business mode right now. We are in hardcore business mode. We are, as we enter to year 2 of mornings, actually year 3 of Mornings in the Lab, we're in hardcore business mode. And what
in essence, it's really year 2, because let's be honest. What happened? What was going on before I got here?
I was just diddling around, Johnny. I was diddling around. Yay! I was diddling, just diddling, and then Johnny showed up.
No, all you were doing is you were just testing the wind of potential runners. Then when you get to when lap 1 is over and everybody's gotten aware, who's still running?
Well, it's funny, John. I got people come and say, "Yeah, so I've seen your show change since Anderson showed up." I'm like, "Yeah." But listen, so we're knocking on doors, AJ, in the entertainment industry. We've created something new. It's a brand new format, this morning show. We got the show, we got the network, we got the studio now. And I've been talking to folks literally in the entertainment industry. And they're like, hey, so what's your sizzle reel? I'm like, sizzle reel? Like, yeah, so show us what you do. Like, we want to see the sizzle reel, like a trailer of your business. Like, what do you guys do? So Neiman's been hard at work making us a sizzle reel, because I got some meetings later today and next week with guys that want to invest money in what we're building. So yesterday I said, I got to get something. I need momentum. So Neiman's like, I don't got it done yet. I'm like, that's okay. She's like, but I got a trailer for you. I'm like, all right. So Johnny, our world premiere of the Mornings in the Lab sizzle reel teaser, a 1-minute teaser, which will get everybody ramped up for the actual sizzle reel coming. And we're going to drop that right now.
And oh, hey, apparently we're making a sizzle reel.
I bet the big dog has no idea what that is.
What's a sizzle reel? Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle.
Chief is in a mood today.
Yes.
Stay sharp.
Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. The only sizzling I'm interested in is on my barbecue grill. Back in the olden days.
What does he know about the olden days?
That's just to get on the radar.
Oh, John, you're definitely on my radar.
What? So, hey, make sure you turn up those volumes.
Nothing, dear.
Did you say air quoting?
Hey, Frankie, Tommy, I love you guys.
We love you too, man.
Dude, love you guys so much.
Okay, now he's just making it weird. He wants something from us. I can feel it.
But you guys can't be doing the studio tours.
Wait, what?
You guys got to stay in your space.
Oh, he's embarrassed by us now?
That's not what he said.
So stay out of the studio, boys.
You got it. You're the chief, after all.
There you go, guys. Neiman's hard at work on our sizzle reel teaser to show the world what we're building here. And we are building a format that people haven't seen before, blending humans and our AI universe into one little package. And Zeglin, there you go, my friend. That's our little cast of characters bringing it to life.
Yeah, I like that the grandma was feeling John.
That's yes, exactly. All right, let's do it. We're gonna do lifestyle tip with Anderson, reset hour 2, and come back with AJ, John, Dr. John Petricelli, myself, and the rest of the gang this morning, live on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Let's do it.
All right, so many of you guys I hear talking about, I just need to be able to make some progress fairly quickly so I can then have the motivation to continue. We're not going to go into the fact that discipline is what creates that motivation. I'm just going to kind of run with the fact that you need some help getting out of the gate a little bit more efficiently so that you can see the progress, so that you can then have the motivation you desire to lean into the stuff that you know you should be doing. So there's 2 things. Number one, I'm going to give you a biohack at the end. So listen to the whole thing. All right. I'm going to give you a peptide biohack. But before I do that, I just wouldn't be me if I didn't give you one actionable thing that you can work on that is just part of the process of building that discipline. So it'll be simple. Don't brace yourself. Just find that one bad habit that you're doing. Maybe it's eating, junk food at night after 8 p.m. Maybe it's, you're eating fast food for lunch. Just pick one bad habit inside your diet that you can remove. That just, even if you're not perfect, just try. Focus on that. Now, the biohack. There's a peptide that, from my research, you can base of what I found in my research can be used that will help this decision-making process. Now, granted, it'll help a whole bunch of other shit too. But if you were able to take a peptide that made it easier for you to make good decisions when it came to your eating habits, that gave you more energy, sped up your metabolism a little bit, was actually good for your overall health, lowered blood pressure, cholesterol, all sorts of shit. But it also sent a message to your body saying, hey, stored burn body fat for fuel. So even if you're screwing up in step 1, which is trying to remove that one bad habit, you're going to be losing body fat whether you like it or not. But remember, it also does something to the addictive center in your brain, makes it easier to make better food choices. Now, what is this peptide? It's called Retta. Actually, that's more of the short name. The real name is retatrutide, better known as Retta or GLP-3. This bad boy has definitely helped a lot of people do what you're looking to do. Get out of the gate, make some progress without a lot of suffering. And then once you see that progress, you have the motivation you're looking for, and off to the races you go. Now, remember, this is not medical advice. This is me sharing my research with you. You have some questions, you know where we are, jump in here and fire away. But the bottom line is this, 2-step process. Number 1, if you're looking for that progress and you need that progress to feel like you can gain the motivation to lean in to keep going. Step 1 is try to remove a bad habit. Step 2 is do your own research on retatrutide. Rock and roll.
Good morning. I just got a text from somebody who wants to buy a show from us, Johnny. Like, I just literally say, hey, I saw your stuff and I'd like to get a live show with you guys. I'm like, this is called distracted. And hey, Johnny, you just gave me an idea, brother. I think we need to do more of these peptide tips, man. I want to work this into the show because whether it's lifestyle tip or a peptide drop, I think we got to do that. We should talk about that because that's a great fucking tip. Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to Mornings Live with Keith, John, and friends. If you are just joining us, come hit the like button, come subscribe to the channel, come say hello. And hey, have you checked in yet? Zeglin, have you checked into the show? You have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. I know you don't. MITL.live. MITL.live. Come check into the show. Show us your proof. Get up, check in, and we can be your free accountability partner and build your streak. There's the wall. I'm checked in. Holroyd's checked in. Cheryl. Oh my God. Mom's checked in. Cheryl's checked in this morning. Jimmy, she's got her 3-day streak out there. That's awesome, man. Good job, Cheryl. I think Petro's checked in as well. So guys, check into the show. We've been having a fun conversation this morning with AJ Zeglin, myself, and Johnny as well. Guys, Forever Chemicals are aging men in their 50s. Get rid of that Teflon out of your house. And Lou Ferrigno, Zeglin, the ultimate, the original Hulk, looking like the Hulk at 74 years old. And we're going to keep the show going. Petro's joining us. I'm here. Johnny's here. Zeglin is here. Kai, Jimmy, let's roll. Mornings in the Lab, hour 2 starts right now.
If you had to fire yourself as CEO today, what's the reason?
Bad leadership, decision fatigue, chasing $10 tasks like they matter.
Or hiding behind revenue while your margins quietly bleed? Are you letting potential clients fall through the cracks of your pipeline? This week, we're auditing everything. The wins, the ego metrics, the screw-ups. 7 figures sounds loud. Accountability is louder. Let's review the week.
Favorite bullshit professor is here, and he's got himself behind the magazine. What's going on, Doc?
Hey, guys. What's up?
Hey, Doc, meet AJ. AJ, meet Doc. You guys can meet now. Yes, it's two of my
Nice to meet you.
Two of my people. Zeglin, I'll tell you this right now. If Petro was lifting with you and I in the gym, he'd be hanging with us all the time. He'd be there just chatting away, chewing away, dropping nuggets for us to consider and dropping bullshit nonstop, AJ. And he's a hockey fan, too.
I love it.
Yeah.
That T-shirt is. I want that actually. We're going to see Iron Maiden in September.
Oh, awesome!
For the first time, and my daughter is obsessed with this Revival of the Fittest channel on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you see this, and there's a guy named Rob. These guys just hang out at this record store in New York and all day long. There's a guy, Rob. Every sentence has the word Iron Maiden in it. Iron Maiden did this. Iron Maiden did that. You know, how many times have you seen Iron Maiden? And it's just crazy, and it's hilarious.
I love it.
You're gonna love them live. I've seen them live actually 4 times, and proudly 2 of those times my wife was pregnant with both of our kids. So I always love to say that my kids' first concert while they were still in the womb, but you know they can hear in there, was Iron Maiden both times for both of them. So
first concert, that's awesome.
Petro, how you been, man? Throw us some words of wisdom. Throw us some observations on the table. What's on your mind this week? What's been bugging you? Is something you heard this week that jumps out at you? Would love to get Petro's points this morning.
Well, the thing I've been obsessed with this past week is it's almost baseball season.
Yes, it is.
Because spring training started.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Pirates are 5-2. That's what you got to hope for, is just a good preseason, you know. And so hey, I wondered, could we do a bit of story time?
I would love to. Yeah, what do you got, brother?
Yeah. So this ties in, I think, with something that John had mentioned last week.
Okay.
Lou Gehrig.
Yes.
I think John is more well read than you would think. You know, most people do not know.
Petra, let me. So if you're, I'm well. I don't know if there's a word for this. I'm well listened.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, John can't read.
Because I'm fucking great at when someone that I know has value is speaking. And Keith always comments. I fucking listen. I hear all the little shit that they're saying. I don't just hear that. I hear like all the little fucking words really shape what they're trying to say.
Yeah, because John, you had mentioned last week. You went and you elaborated fully on Lou Gehrig and the way baseball was played during Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth's days. And most people don't know that. A lot of people think that. Oh, well, the players today are so much better than the players.
They were fucking playing a different game back then, weren't they?
Exactly. I don't think a lot of the players today would even last a few weeks.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I got a little bit of a story time here that highlights this, I think.
Okay.
So gather round, children.
Okay.
This is coming from Hannes Wagner, a biography.
Yes.
Yep. All right. They used to call them the Rowdy Orioles, and they weren't fooling. I hit a long ball deep into the outfield and should have made an easy home run out of it. Got to first. Jack Doyle gave me the hip, and Heine Reitz almost killed me when I rounded second. Huey Jennings tricked me at short. And when I got to third, John McGraw was waiting for me with a shotgun. I did well to get a triple out of it. After the game, Fred Clark, our manager, said to me, "What the hell kind of way is that to play baseball, letting everybody kick you around? If you can't do any better than that, you won't be with us when we leave Baltimore." So the next day, I hit down to McGraw, and it was a close play at first. But if Doyle had any idea of giving me the works again, I beat him to it. I banged into him with my shoulder and knocked him into right field. McGraw's throw sailed into the outfield and finally bounded into a stand, and it worked the same run. After I scored and returned to the bench, Fred Clark, the manager, smiled in his approval. "That's the way to play the game, Dutch," he said. "Make him respect you."
Make them respect you.
I mean, think about the way that game was played, and this is probably 1910.
Yeah. Yes.
It was like wrestling on the. It was like New York street basketball. Right on the field there. Just running the bases, you might take away.
That's funny. Yeah, I know you're a baseball historian, Petro. Would you consider?
I'm ready for baseball season. It's only a month away.
Yeah, it is. It is only a month away. Yeah, Zeg, you be a baseball fan? Zeg?
Love baseball, man.
Yeah.
I'm. I don't know if John is an Orioles fan though with his hat, or if he just worked for the story time. But if he is, we would be division rivals because I pull for the Red Sox, right? All the teams out of Boston.
Well, that's my number one. I mean, you can't have a cousin play 13 years with the Boston Red Sox and not be a Red Sox fan. But yeah, I like all the teams. I love all the teams. I just love baseball.
That's awesome.
Same here.
John, AJ, and Keith this morning on Mornings in the Lab. Hey guys, I got something for you. Did you guys know that Mark Cuban, the ever present Mark Cuban all over the internet these days, refuses phone calls? Sterling, Preston, what's this?
Did you know Cuban refuses most phone calls? Period.
He pushes people to email because calls kill time. He says phone pitches vanish because he has too much going on. Email lets him slow down, think, and respond with precision. Email gives a permanent record, searchable, with dates and details. That matters when deals stack and people remember differently. Asynchronous means he replies between meetings, workouts, or late night. He treats inbox like a to-do list, not an interruption. Reports say he handles 700 to 1,000 emails daily. He aims to keep unread under 20 across multiple phones. This is not anti-people, it is anti-calendar hostage. Calls carve your day into chunks, email keeps momentum. He has invested over $100 million from email pitches alone. No call needed if your written pitch is sharp and specific. So send fewer words, clearer numbers, and one clean ask. That's your today's Did You Know? Back to Keith and John.
Anderson, you strike me as the same. You are a business doer. You're like, you'll talk on the phone, but you want to get the brass tack. You want to get onto the mess or the email, don't you?
You're speaking to me. I couldn't quite hear you address.
I said, Anderson, you're
yeah, I couldn't quite, for some reason it bubbled. Yeah, but I was actually, when I was listening to that, I was thinking I kind of have my own version of that.
I thought so. Yeah,
it's like if someone calls me, some people can call me. There's a group of people, no matter what, I'm going to field their call if I can.
Yes,
but there's other people that they'll call and I'm like, what the fuck? You think you can just call me whenever you want to? Because I tell people, text me first. It's because it's like I'm very protective of my time. And if someone texts me, hey, is this a good time? No, well, I'll talk to you at 1 p.m. Or it's because it's pretty rare.
Yes.
That I'm in a position where I'm not doing something that takes my attention or my focus. And that being said, I'm not going to break what I'm doing for somebody unannounced unless it's one of the core people that I'll take a phone call from.
Well, that's what I find fascinating about the phone, right? Because when Petro phones me, as an example, Petro's decided that he's got time in his day to interrupt my day. That's basically what you're doing. You're saying, okay, I got some time to go and interrupt Keith. So Petro, when you hear Cuban talk, do you relate to that? Like as a professor or business/professor in teaching, do you relate to that? Or do you like, no, I got to take the phone? Zeg, going to come to you next.
Yeah, I do prefer speaking,
I do too, Petro, just so you know. I'm with that. I'm with you.
But I do like to be prepared. And the text or the email asking to talk works much better. I mean, students, I have office hours. Nobody ever comes to my office hours.
Yes.
But if students just drop in, my office door is always open. But if they just drop in, it's rarely as productive of a meeting as it is when we're both prepared. And so if there's an email or a text that comes beforehand, then it's I find it much more productive because people are prepared. And for whatever reason, people seem to be prepared with group meetings on Zoom.
Yes.
Better than they are in person, but that's confounding because a lot of times in person they just drop in. And so I prefer the warning. At least I can be mentally prepared for that. And it's more productive. It doesn't have to be an hour meeting. It'd be a 15-minute meeting.
Zagon, I got to think with you, because your clients, you give access to your clients. I'm making some assumptions here. So do they just phone you? Do they text you in advance? Like what, when you hear Cuban talk about this, what's your POV on this, Zeg?
Yeah, I mean, I have every line of communication open to them, so they can email me, they can call me, they can text me. No matter how they reach out, I always let them know. I'm probably going to follow that up with a phone call. I like talking on the phone. Obviously, I like being able to just hear the tone of someone's voice, particularly if I know that the conversation is going to be on a certain topic, right? So if someone reaches out to me by email, I respond by email and I say, hey, thanks for reaching out. I appreciate the email. Are you free for a conversation so I could gather a little more information and understand a little bit better what you're looking for? So I always try to follow up whatever line of communication with a phone call, sometime in the near future. But that's just me. That's just how I enjoy communicating. And I've seen so much stuff sometimes get lost. Like I fully understand having the recorded record an email and stuff like that and how that can be helpful. But I do prefer just talking to people.
Yeah. Petro, you say something?
One thing too, on email, do not try to joke on email or use sarcasm in an email.
Yes.
It is a disaster. There were actually studies on this over a decade ago, and you'd have 20 different readers of the same email, and they all had different
it's interpretation.
Yeah,
and that interpretation could be the mood of the person reading the email, nothing to do with the content of the email.
That's right.
Oh, I never thought about that perspective, Johnny. You're right, because
he reads it as he's pissed off. He's not taking this as a joke.
Right, he could have just gotten into a fight with his wife or something, or his business partner, and I'm sending him something, and he's like, what the fuck, I'm not in the mood to be joking right now. I never even thought about that, actually, that whole perspective, which is you're reading something, taking it from me, that you're not even in the mood to take it from me right now.
Yeah.
People
figure this shit out. Like literally, just as I think about this, I'm going through this with someone right now. I had this dude building a new dock for me here at the lake house.
Yeah.
And he's an old school contract, great fucking guy, sweetheart of a dude.
Yeah.
And he's fucking, because he's working on the neighbor's house too. He's working on a few houses here. He's just giving me updates and shit. He's fucking knocking on my front door and fucking ringing the phone, and I'm not fucking answering the door and I'm not fucking picking up the phone, I'll text him back. And about a weekend, he goes, I realize it's much easier for me to get a hold of you when I text you. Oh, yeah. After 3 trips to the door, 4 unanswered calls. Yeah.
Hey, Petro, you're a skier, right? You ski, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I love skiing.
So if you were downhill skiing and you came across this, how would you feel about seeing this, Jimmy?
Welcome to I Need a Hero. Two skiers at Palisades Tahoe spot a pair of ski tips poking through deep powder.
There is a man underneath, suffocating in a white tomb. One day after 9 people died nearby. Pure luck.
These two strangers start digging with bare hands. No tools, no patrol, just instinct. This is 2 million views of reality. Snow immersion is the silent killer. If they do not stop, he is a ghost today. The value here is simple. Never ski alone. If you see something, a pole, a glove, stop. Seconds save lives, period.
One man is alive because 2 strangers paid attention.
That is the real hero thing.
Over to you, Keith and John.
Like actually just cruising through the snow, Petro, and they come across these ski tips. Like seriously, like Anderson, they just see these ski tips and like, what the hell? And there's somebody fucking buried underneath it. I saw this. I was like, holy smokes. Like, look, they're just going down because they're mounted and they see this happening and they stop. Like, look, you see right here.
Yeah, that is so creepy.
Isn't it, Petro?
Yeah. But you almost have to think, holy shit, what is this? You know?
Yes. Yeah. Well, because you're not expecting to see it at all, actually. Look at that. And the guy's alive yet. He's actually suffocating. And they're like, what's going on?
Yeah, you can't breathe under there. No way. But you got to be careful, I guess, because is the snow looks like 10 feet deep there.
Yeah.
But if it's, if you're on an average hill, you see someone that deep, you got to be careful. There might be, sort of a beginning of a crevasse there. You might fall in yourself.
Oh, I never thought about that actually. Yeah.
I'd be alarmed. I mean, that's just alarming. I mean, wow, he's really in there.
So that happened. So there was the avalanche the day before. 9 people died, and then these guys were skiing the next day, and they found him. So crazy story, man. A crazy story about heroes. Hey, Anderson, but before you go.
Hey, John, before you go, we found another heroic story with cops involved. At first glance, it looks like teamwork.
Real close teamwork.
Then you realize
this isn't tactical coordination.
Uniforms on, patrol car parked, and the driver's hand is moving so fast you'd think he was in hot pursuit.
Now, sure, officers have privacy in their vehicle, but if the windows are down, congratulations, that's public viewing.
Hey, John, quick question. Does citizen's arrest apply here, or do we just let internal affairs warm up first?
Well, my first thing with the police car is that's another police officer, and you got 2 partners in there.
You're correct. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Yes.
So this clearly it looks like we're looking at a female partner.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We assume that's a male partner over there.
That would be my assumption as well. Yeah, just reaching over and creating some happiness. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me too, Johnny.
I mean, you can totally understand how something like this would happen if you worked with someone in a vehicle like that every day. How this could easily start to unfold in terms of, I mean, granted, poor choice of where to do it, but you know what I mean. You find that in work relationships all the time. You get to know someone, you're comfortable with them.
Well, and John, I mean, if you remember, we had and Petra, you probably heard it too. We had a guest a couple days ago on the show who's been through some difficult battles in life, like war and horrific things. And he talked about how, when we are in tough situations, we become closer together. And John, to your point, if you're a cop and if you got somebody's back, in situation after situation, there's probably a connection that you can't deny. So perhaps that's not surprising.
And then people have this thing of, a man in uniform, a woman in uniform.
Yeah.
Fuck, now you're really in trouble.
Yeah. Yes.
The only thing is you wouldn't be drawing attention to yourself with the lights on there. I mean, they got the red and blue, lights ringing there and
running the whole time.
Your exhibitionist.
The windows open. Yeah, they probably are exhibition.
Oh my God. Johnny, what do you got going on this weekend, brother, before I walk you out of here?
Well, let's see here. So I have my filming after this, which I'm primed up, ready to go. Then I'm going to get my morning nap after filming has been working really well because it doesn't chop the middle of my day up. Which is and I got some meetings with my team leaders, and then I'm going to do, Terry and I are going to do some, I don't know, we're going to go ride our bikes, our motorcycles, or we're going to go play pickleball. We're going to do something outside because it's fucking beautiful outside. We're going to avoid probably going indoors to the gym is my guess. And then we've got, although it was a repeat from last night, we had life expectancy work planned for this afternoon, which will actually be round 2 because we had a warm up last night. So
nicely done.
Yeah. Day 2 is always better for her, which is cool. You know, it's like the RPMs never come all the way back down.
Yes. Yeah. You got to keep them at a certain temperature.
Yeah. So day 2 is always better than day 1. We've actually experimented that, like with like up to 7. And she's like, you got to let me slow down.
I love it.
Is there a peptide for that?
There's actually a few of them.
Yeah.
You know, funny enough.
Seriously.
No, I swear to God, we're using 2 right now. One is PT 141, which basically massages the arousal center of the brain. Right.
Write that down. PT 41.
PT 141. And then it's mixed. It's actually mixed with oxytocin, which is that thing that makes you connect with your partner, like touch and feel. And it's actually mixed into a nasal spray, which makes it really, really easy to use.
Wow.
Mr. Seglin, what are you doing this weekend, brother?
I'm signing up for whatever John is on.
Let me give you a quick story about PT 141. It's just he's an oral surgeon. He comes get a lot of these guys. They come there. They need to get back in better shape. They kind of know what they're supposed to be doing, but they really don't know. And I teach them a better way to do it. So their energy's back. They're feeling good. Then they'll come forth like, hey, you know, they didn't put this in what they signed up for. Like, hey, do you have anything for erectile dysfunction? You know, and they're kind of like, dude, there's no terms off limits, whatever you want to talk about. So this guy, really cool cat. I'm gonna keep his name, not even first name, off the record. But we get him set up with some PT 141, and I show him how to use it, and tell him this is what I would do. Right. This is my research. And I said, you got to give me some feedback so we know, because we might have to adjust based on how it worked. Text me 2 days later. He said, well, the wife is happy and I almost humped a hole in my granite countertops. Thank you. Job done.
There you go. Enough said. I almost humped the hole in the countertop. I love it.
The granite countertop.
Granite countertop.
Yeah, no, granite was in capital letters.
Very specific. Hey, you heard my comments. We got to do more peptide stuff on our show. We need to do more of that.
Yeah, I was saying, because really when it comes down to they can help with the lifestyle tips.
Agreed. Yeah. And
that's the big thing right now. People look, if I could just get some progress pretty quickly, and I didn't have to suffer to get it, it would give me the motivation, even though I understand, but you understand the motivation comes from the discipline you don't have. Yes, I get that, but this is what will help me, I think. So I'll give me a week. I'll get you out of the gate. You see that progress. And you're saying at that point, the motivation will hit you and you can lean into doing the things that you should be doing. Yes. That's what that's the majority of people are saying this right now. So that's a lot of my tips and my content has been circling around. Okay, I'm not going to tell you to do all the shit you need to do. I'm going to give you some hacks to get you that quick burst so that you can jump on the train and keep it going.
Yeah. Hey guys, if you went missing, could your kid draw an accurate picture of you guys? Do you think? What are you laughing at, Zeglin? Yeah. Well, hey, the 5-year-old girl drew a picture of a missing dad, and it was part of a newscast. And when they found the guy, it was crazy how coincidental the picture of the kid's drawing of the dad was. Jimmy, let's put this one up here. Check this out. So that was the drawing of her dad.
Let's see the dad. I bet it's really fucking close.
Have an update from police.
Officers have now located the father just moments ago.
Hey, look at it. I'm telling you.
That's what I mean.
I was like, with the hair like that, the kid is much more intelligent than we give credit for. All they're looking for is the hair.
That's exactly right. So I figured that it would be accurate. I love it, boys. I'm grateful for the time that you've all given me this morning. AJ, Petro, grateful for the time you gave myself, John, today. Very much appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. Let's do this again. Petro every Friday. Zeglin, you're always welcome, my brother, from another mother. Anderson, enjoy the life expectancy work. I'm hoping to get on that same
Starts
line.
at 3 p.m.
Yeah. Okay, so I won't phone you.
I was just gonna say, I'll make sure to phone John.
Zega, we should all phone him at the same time today at 3 o'clock. He'd be like, "What the fuck are these motherfuckers phoning me for right now?"
You'll get a text tomorrow.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, boys, listen. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll see you guys. Johnny, we'll see you in less than 46 hours or so. Have a great weekend, guys. Lots of love from me to all of you. Cheers, boys.
Have a good loop, all my brothers.
Guys, appreciate it.
All right.
Guys.
All right. See you guys later. AJ's out of here. Petro's out of here. And John Anderson is out of here as well, guys. Good morning. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. I'm feeling like I need to get this guy. So excuse me while I send this guy a text who's interested in buying a show. Just saying, I'm going to do it right now. Let's do it. I'm saying to him, and I'm going to give him my my deets. My deets. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go ROAM dash Keith. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now because I can't lose an opportunity. I love this shit, man. I love this. I love this. I love this. Because when that's not going to work. Yeah, it worked. Okay, good. Awesome. Okay, so Jason, yes, I'd love to meet with you to talk about a show. Okay, so Jimmy, fuck man. Guys, Jimmy's giving me less time. So I've been noticing, hey, to all my boys out there in the community, Sullivan, Good Time, Maddie, Petro, it looks like I'm getting less time than ever to go for my bladder break. So I had 42 seconds, I had 39, now Jimmy's giving me 33. Yeah, but hey, so Jim, here's what I'm thinking though, brother. I got a couple things I didn't get to this morning, and I do want to lean into the trending topic because that's the one that has impacted me this morning too, actually. So and it's actually impacting my whole team here too. So I think I want to talk about that. So Jimmy, here's what we're gonna do. Let's do the trending topic, and then we'll do a reset. I'll head on over to the bladder break, and then we'll do the morning focus. But I want to start the trending topic because this news broke yesterday. Jack Dorsey and the gang at Block, Jack fired 4,000 people. Boom, 4,000 people gone. Half the workforce gone. And what's striking about that is it just continues to perpetuate what we are talking here on the show. Yes, you're right, Petro. I need to keep the piss bottle nearby. Is that these things are happening quick, and it's I'm suspecting is that we're going to see more announcements like this happening, especially with what I experienced myself in the last 24 hours using the brand new Perplexity computer that actually spawns up 19 different agents and does a bunch of work. Yesterday, we got Jason Hewlett's show we're working on. Jason's show drops live on our network 5 o'clock Eastern time on Thursdays. So yesterday I sat down with my agent. I named him, I can't remember what we named him, but so I said, I need you to build Jason's show. And typically humans build Jason's show. Typically a bunch of us build Jason's show. Well, I sat down with the computer yesterday and said, build Jason's show. And I hit enter. 19 agents went and spawned. I went to bed, got up this morning. The entire thing was done. And I mean done. Formatted, scripted, set up. Like everything we as humans do, unequivocally done. Now, this has happened a few times in my journey, building this business here where these AI tools have blown me away. But I got to tell you, man, this one here is ridiculous because it really shows me the power of what's around the corner with these agents. So let's get into the conversation. Jack Dorsey, Block, firing 4,000 people and the impact in the world today. Jimmy, let's run it.
4,000 jobs gone. Stock up 24%. That's the signal. AI just changed the scoreboard. Where do you land?
Dorsey says smaller teams win with AI. If your role is tasks, not judgment, you're exposed. Do an AI audit this weekend, then learn the tools. Become the operator, not the line item.
Well, here's the thing. So Dorsey cut 4,000 jobs at Block, nearly half the company gone. And but here's the thing too. Block isn't struggling. No. Profits are up 34%. Cash App is up 33%. Earnings beat expectations. The stock surged 24% the day that he announced it. Why? Because he can see the inevitabilities. And what he's saying is the same thing that I have been perpetuating here in what we are building. AI tools mean a smaller team can outperform big ones. It's the business of tomorrow is you find a superhero. I'll use my team. I take Melissa and I surround her with a bunch of tools. I take Kai and surround her with a bunch of tools. I take Jimmy, surround her with a bunch of tools, and you turn them into superheroes. And you just accelerate them and you lead them. So it's clear to me that as we're continuing to build businesses in today's world, to those of us that are in our demographic, 30s, the 40s, the 50s, this is not a tech story. I'm going to continue to beat this drum, especially with what I'm doing on a daily basis. You guys are going to be impacted by this. I'm telling you right now, with what Perplexity Computer did for me yesterday, I don't need to hire a bunch of people. I just don't. It did it all by itself. And Dorsey says, I anticipate within the next year, most companies will arrive at the same conclusion. And I agree. The moment somebody in your organization discovers one of these little caveats, it's game over. Because that person tells somebody else, that person tells somebody else. And today, every Friday, we do our AI learning lesson with the team. What have you learned this week? What have you improved this week? And I'll use Kai as an example, right? So Kai, we hired Kai to do things to help us build our shows. Well, many of her tasks are going to be replaced by AI. So we're finding, Kai is doing more human things. Right. So it's putting humans into the human roles and putting these tasks, as I've said before, that could be done so readily, easily done by an agent off the human plate. But it's coming fast, man. Block went from 3,800 employees in 2019 to over 10,000 during the pandemic. Now they're back under 6,000 people. So I think to me, the nugget that I want to leave you guys with is this. There's the young guy, the young girl coming up behind you. They are fully stacked with a set of tools and abilities that you can't even see. So if you're still worrying about Excel spreadsheets and PowerPoints and things that you learned over the last 25 years, I can assure you that's done. It's gone. Because somebody's going to look at you like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So big news, man. Big news. And it's affecting all of us. And you're not even going to see it until it affects you. So I guess what I want to say to you is go learn the tools. And if you are looking for a place to come learn the tools, come learn them with us. Mornings in the Lab, Keith, John, and friends. All right. Okay. So I had to get that one done because I'm as you guys know, who hang out with me daily, I'm very passionate about this. And I say this often to my folks, I'm not just some 20-year-old schmuck who's out there touting tools. No, I'm actually a 54-year-old schmuck building and seeing the business happening in front of me. And I'm just sharing what I'm learning. So all of you guys don't make some of the mistakes that people are making that aren't seeing or a part of all of this. All right, Jimmy, 33 seconds. We're going to get to the morning focus. And this one is about almost. And you guys know the almost idea. It's that almost, I'm going to start this, or the project is almost done, or the project is almost ready to get going, or we're almost, I need a few more things. I just need to do 2 more things before I'm ready to get done. I need to go buy some new shoes before I can start my workout. I need to do a few more things. I need to lighten up a few loose ends before I leave my job. Well, guess what? Almost is the most expensive lifestyle subscription. Think about it. We're talking about it in 33 seconds. Next on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
We waited to feel ready. Ready didn't show up. Almost kept us warm and stuck. Almost is dopamine on credit. It charges interest and anxiety. The bill comes due every morning. We can perfect the logo forever or publish and take the hit. Growth happens in public. We're not afraid it'll fail. We're afraid it'll work. Then expectations show up with receipts. So we choose commit or kill the project. Ship something today, imperfect, and stop leaking energy.
You ever notice how some people are always about to do the thing? You know who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about. That person I'm just about to launch. I know a lot of people like that. Or I'm just about to get in shape. Or I'm just about to write the book. Or gonna start a show. Or I'm thinking about starting a podcast next week. We know them. We know them. And I say to that person, bro, we know it's coming too. And it's been coming since 2017. Because I've been hearing you say the same thing day after day and week after week and year after year. It's coming. And look, I'm not judging. No, I got no judgment for all of you. If anything, if you know me well and if you know that I'm full of grace. What I'm actually doing is just simply recognizing and I'm calling you out. Because for us humans, here's what happens. Almost becomes quite seductive. Think about that. It feels productive because almost gives you that dopamine that you're looking for without any risk, like zero risk. You can get out there and you can say almost, and somebody leans in and is like, oh yeah, I hear that you're almost got that podcast going, and they get excited about it. They lean in and you're talking like, it's almost coming. You get that dopamine, but there's no risk because here's the truth. Well, Jimmy, I'm just going to say it out loud because here's the truth that nobody wants to say out loud. When we say almost, when we all say almost, and we are all guilty of it, almost is the most expensive lifestyle subscription that we as humans own. And for many of us, it renews every month. For some of us, it renews daily, weekly, hourly. And what do? We pay for it with time. We pay for it with self-trust. We pay for it with the weird little anxiety that follows you around like a shadow. Because deep down, you know. Oh, I know you know. You're not tired. You're not unlucky. You're not even missing the secret. No. You know, and you know who I'm talking. I'm talking to you right now. Because you're living in the land of almost. And almost is the place where dreams go to, well, you know what they become? They become projects. Think about that. Listen to my words clearly as you are working towards the weekend to achieve some pretty big damn goals. Those projects, probably not real. Yeah, probably not dead. They're just permanently in progress. How many of you have a project going that has been going for a long time? Because here's what almost looks like in the wild. Guys, this is going to hurt when you hear some of the things that I say. It's that domain you're sitting on, but you've never built the website. Yeah. Or it's that gym membership sitting on your desk or in your wallet that you pay for every single month. $30, $40, $100. And guess what, Jimmy? They're not using it. That gym membership is like a donation. Or, this one's going to sting too. It's the 14th tweak to the landing page instead of pressing publish. Hey, listen, I've been there. I've been that guy who's like, oh, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. No, it's just, it can't go yet. It's the perfect logo for the business you haven't started yet. You know about that one too. Oh, I got this idea. I got this logo. I'm almost ready. Or it's the note on your phone called book ideas. How many of you guys have books with so many things written down with nothing happening? Yeah, think about that. Oh, I'm gonna go buy this book. I'm gonna go buy this journal and write in it because I'm almost ready. No, you're not. Because the real sickness is actually this. It's the world. The world always claps for almost because we all like to be busy. And we're busy, we look responsible. And when we are busy, we look like we're working on something. And when we're busy, those that are also busy can relate to that. Oh, he's busy. I'm busy. I feel good about that. We all must be doing something important. But the problem is that universe doesn't reward busy. No, it actually rewards commitment. But the problem is commitment has consequences. Because when you ship something or when you say something publicly behind the microphone or the camera like we do every single day, you can't hide anymore. It's just like our show and why I'm so passionate about live. It's fucking hard. You can't edit it. And when you tell the truth, you can't keep the same friends anymore because sometimes those friends might not like what they heard. Think about that. And when you commit to the relationship that you want or you have, you can't keep one foot out of the door anymore. That's why almost is so popular. It's relatable to all of us. Why? Oh man. Almost is so safe. Think about that. Think about how safe the word almost is. It's actually, Kai, it's actually like it's the emotional equivalent of being, I'm kind of pregnant. Like what? You are or you aren't? Or it's the psychological version of, I know, I'm basically in shape. Yeah, no, it's your life spent just hovering around the peripherals, hovering around the edges. And I think that's really happening if we're honest. Is this. A lot of us aren't afraid it won't work. No, I think what actually happens, Jimmy, and I said it to Maurice earlier this week, we're actually afraid that it will. Whoa. I even said to Maurice this week, I said, holy shit, I feel like I'm close to the be careful what you wish for moment. Yeah, I said it out loud. I'm like, oh my God, I'm out there courting investors. I'm out there talking to people. I'm out there looking to raise money. And oh my God, because I know this is going to work. But now we're going to have more pressure than we had yesterday because now we got expectations. Now more people are watching and I can't pretend anymore. And if it fails, oh, fuck, if it fails, at least you're going to know. But guess what? Almost. Well, what does it do? It keeps your fantasy alive. Because when you're at the almost stage, you're never going to have rejection. You're never going to have judgment. You're never going to have scorecard. No, because all you're going to have is just vibes because everybody around you is also almost. And we're all looking for the same dopamine hit around almost. But listen, and this statement resonates more than ever because I got a birthday coming up. I lived long enough to know this. Your life doesn't change when you feel ready. No, especially if you're controlling it. It changes when you decide that you're done paying for almost. And it's such a powerful word. Think about it, almost. So here's the question I'm asking myself this morning, and I'm going to hand it to you guys as well. What are you almost doing right now that you need to either commit to or kill? And here's the thing. You guys have been watching it happen live on this show. I said it out loud. This is the shit or get off the pot year, 2026. For the last, year and a half growing the show, it hasn't been almost time. We are all in committing it. But what happens if it works? So let me ask you this. What's the thing you keep polishing because you've been too scared to be seen trying? And what's the move that you keep delaying because it will force you to grow up in public? That is something people just can't wrap their head around. Well, Keith, I don't want to do a live show. I don't want to get in front of the camera, get in front of the microphone. People are all going to see me. Yeah, you're going to grow up in public in front of everybody. And don't tell me you do not have the time, especially with what happened at Block and especially with what we're doing with the agents of the world. That Perplexity computer I'm running, I just found myself 3, 4, 5, 6 hours this week. True motherfucking story. So don't tell me that you don't have time. That's actually never been more irrelevant. You have more than enough time. But you just keep spending it on that subscription. The subscription that we call Almost. So today, maybe today's the day that you cancel that subscription and ship the ugly version. Maybe you're going to make that call you've been postponing. Maybe you're going to post that post that's been sitting there. Or maybe you'll join myself, Matt, and Cheryl at noon in the Mornings in the Lab live theater to talk about owning your morning. Maybe you'll actually tell the truth. Or maybe you'll almost walk into the gym and you'll turn that almost into actually walk into them. And maybe you'll actually write that first paragraph and send that message, because the moment you stop living in yesterday's almost, you get lighter, sharper, dangerous. And then that one day you look back and realize you didn't need any more motivation. No, what you did is you needed one decision, just one. Johnny breaks it down all the time. Break it down into simplest things. Maybe you think you got 10 things to do, just one. One decision with teeth that hold. Because let me leave you with this. Almost is the most expensive lifestyle subscription you have. Hang on that statement. And I don't know about you, but I'm fucking done paying for it. How about you?
We have all had those mornings where it feels like you are wading through deep water just to get to your desk. Did you have one of those mornings? We call it the grind, but maybe it's just friction we have not addressed yet. Today, we are looking at how to stop forcing the start and getting honest about why we lead the way we do. Handsome Chief, let's dive into these stories.
Hey, Sam Lovern is claiming that white knuckle discipline is subpar way to live. This guy built a multiple six-figure business by ditching the forced grind and engineering flow state instead. Think about it. How much mental energy are you burning on those open loops, unreturned text, crappy diet, and those I'm just not good enough scripts that are playing on repeat? Well, Sam's got a simple framework, and it goes like this. Close the loops. Remove almost. Dial in the sunlight movement and create a flow recipe. Yeah. So what's your flow? How do you enter flow state? Or do you bounce around from state to state to state and task? How do you enter that flow state? Love to hear your tips. Drop them in the comments. Hey guys, move over to Substack. Your new co-founder lives in the cloud. Yes, Marius Sash is painting a picture of the future that we're advocating in for the lab. He's talking about AI-driven entrepreneurship. We aren't just using ChatGPT to write emails anymore. No, we do not use it to that. That's definitely not what we're doing here in the lab. Nope. We are all about, will AI replace me? And I am encouraging my team on a daily basis to replace themselves with AI. Because if they don't, I will. And not to be a jerk, but it's because I want them thinking that way. Because you do not need a 20, 30, 40, 50 person headcount to be a giant. No, you need a lean architecture and an AI first mindset. And that is what we are doing right here on Mornings in the Lab daily. All right, Carrie Sagan, CEO of Stone Age, is dropping some radical ownership on truth. She says, are you actually changing, or are you just getting better at managing your old wounds? Well, Carrie went from rock bottom overdose in 2006 to running a powerhouse company. And she realized that overworking isn't always drive. Nope. What, Chad, what cars do you steal and what drugs do you use? Well, Chad, I don't steal cars and I don't do drugs. No, I just enjoy my cannabis. So if you want to call that a drug, well, I guess you can. But Chad, where are you joining me from, brother? Good to have you on the show here this morning. I'm looking back here with Carrie, who's talking about replicating trauma in your team and your marriage. Because real transformation, as Carrie says, is identifying reconstruction, not just a new morning routine. All right, Chad, where are you joining us from, brother? And Sullivan, I see your comments as well. Hey, Maya, do you think that most people actually change, or are they just buying more expensive notebooks to hide the mess? Maya Rez.
A $50 notebook doesn't fix a $5 lifestyle. Look, the truth is, most of us are just rearranging the furniture in a burning house. But like Carrie said, real ownership is looking at the foundation. You don't need a 20-step transformation plan. You need to close one open loop and say one true thing out loud today. Momentum is not magic. It's just reps. Go find your flow, then come back and tell us what you found, nation.
Guys, this is a wrap. Another wrap in the lab. Thanks for hanging out with us today. It was a fun one. What a great week. Woo, baby. Hey, quick look at what we talked about today. Petro was here. AJ was here. We had fun catching up with AJ, man. Just had some great conversation about shit, go back and listen to it. It was a lot of fun. Petro dropped some baseball history, sharing Honus Wagner's hip checks and street basketball story. He's attending his first Iron Maiden concert in September. That was a fun conversation with Petro. Hey, in recap of the Morning Focus, Almost is the most expensive life subscription that we all have, and that Almost is killing you. So think about it today. If you got a gym membership you haven't used, you're living in the world of almost. If you got a project that you're almost done, you're living in a world of almost. Think about it. Get rid of it. Jack Dorsey fired 4,000 people because of AI. Are you next? Ask yourself this. Are you next? And Forever Chemicals changing men in their 50s. Lou Ferrigno still looking young at 74. We talked about his rules for staying strong. Next week, guys, Claudia Slora-Slova. The truth about why women leave. Real talk with the Stop Divorce coach. Yes, we got Mark LaCour, the truth about oil and gas, coming up on Tuesday. So, guys, let's get after the weekend, nation. Come back Monday on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. But before we go, guys, tomorrow, keep your streak alive. Come check into the lab. You can do that to show your proof, show you're alive, and keep your streak alive because there is a good chance that your streak will end and you'll be restarting it on Monday if you don't check in tomorrow. So, guys, we'll see you in less than 48 hours, but more importantly, I will see you on morningsinthelab.live, mitl.live, mitl.live. Come hang out with us there. Come see the daily poll. Come see the question of the day. Petro's leaving with another Honus Wagner T206 crappy condition baseball card just sold for over $5 million last week. Wow. You know, it'd be cool. We should get somebody on the show who has one of those cards. Yeah. What else? Where do they make their money? Kind of curious. All right, on behalf of Jimmy, Kai, Melissa, the entire team here in the lab, thank you guys for a wonderful week. Thank you for a wonderful production. I could not do this show with all of you behind the scenes. And most importantly, I could not build the show, build the platform, build the network, build the business with all of you hanging out with us Monday through Friday live. mitl.live, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll see you guys on Monday.